Frank has 8 men off, and Mario's totally crunched.
Oh,
Wow,
ball game.
It's over.
World champion. Well, hello there, boys and girls, and whatever else you might be. This is Phil Simborg again on the 8th of 9 days in Monte Carlo. So that means we have 1 day left after this, which also means we are down to the nitty-gritty. We're down to the big money rounds and the deciding matches. And I'm very pleased to say that I'm going to get to do the commentary today with my good friend Steve Sachs, and we are going to see a rematch of the 3-time world champion Jorgen Granstedt and the 1-time world champion Joe Russell. They played earlier, and Joe beat him in a double match point, a very close match. And of course, they met in the World Championship a few years ago, and Jorgen beat Joe twice to win his 3rd World Championship. According to the line makers, Jorgen is a slight favorite in this match. It'll be very exciting to see and to play. I think it should be a lot of fun. Steve Sachs, who won the Monte Carlo Open, is going to be my co-commentator from L.A., and he's a very close friend of Joe Russell. They live together. They don't live together, but they're both together in L.A. and have played together and traveled together for many, many years. And I've become very good friends with Jorgen over the years. The most fun I had with Jorgen is when we were in Japan together. We at Never Never Land at the Never Never Land, which is the bar that Kenji owns. We had a lot of fun a few nights there, and we were in a big chouette together, and we eaten together. And just a fun, great guy as well as an amazing champion. If you missed the action yesterday, you saw that Johan Mosaic won the right to be the undefeated champion, and he upset Wilcox Snelling, who's clearly one of the best players in the world, in a very, very tough match. It was late at night, and Wilcox got a little tired. Hey, here's my, I guess, can you guess where Steve Sachs is from? See if you can take a guess. I think he's from the USA, and I think he was on the USA team, and they should be very proud of their losses, because even though they did lousy in Sweden, they played great. They just had great PR, and they just had bad luck. Tell me about that a little bit, Steve. I've already done most of the introductions here.
Yeah, I personally went 1-4, and
and you played horrible PRs, didn't you?
I mean, it varied. Against Daniel Sorensen, I played like 1.2.
And
against Team Austria, against Fritz Radinger, he played a 3.8, and I played like a 5.7.
Wow.
So good for them.
Yeah, but your average, I'm sure, was good. And what about Wachtel and Russell? They were on the team with you,
yeah,
the LA trio. And who else was on the team?
What I have to say about our team is...
David Klausa?
What I have to say about our team is we're old and we're jet lagged. So we made the playoffs. That's not bad.
Oh, excuses.
Yeah.
Old is not an excuse. Believe me. Have you ever heard me use that excuse? Of course, I'm not old. That's the reason. I'm still a kid. I'm not that old. Okay, we'll be starting very shortly. I think they're going to play a 13-point match. I'll have to see. Maybe it could be longer. Let's see.
They're
Maybe
going to play a 13-point match with 13 checkers each.
That's great. What he's alluding to is the match they played earlier, their 3rd game. Joe Russell set up the board with only 13 checkers, only 3 checkers on the 13-point. And neither one of them noticed it, and they finished the game. And Jorgen did a very, very beautiful thing as Joe lost the game, and Jorgen said, let's play it over. That's really good sportsmanship. It's against the rules, but they did it anyway, and they both agreed. It was very, very nicely done. It was absolutely intentional. I don't think it had any effect on the edge of the match because it was so early in the match, but Joe did win, and that one point might have mattered. But that just shows you the kind of person that Jorgen Grandstedt is.
Terrific. My goodness.
He's I wouldn't have done it.
Joe's terrific too. But
I
Jorgen is,
wouldn't have
very
done what
special.
Jorgen did. I wouldn't have done what Jorgen did for one other reason. There's people betting on the matches, people betting on Jorgen, and you owe it to the tournament, to the rules, and to the people who bet on you to just, if a guy screws up and the ruling went against Joe, and it should have. He was very magnanimous, but I wouldn't have done that.
Fair enough.
Okay, so I guess the highlight of this tournament for you was beating me at gin today. Is that right? Would that be the highlight of this week for you?
Highlight of my life.
The highlight of your life. But what else was fun this week? What else was good? What else did you do this week? Did you win anything? Have you won
I
anything?
played in a tournament with 131 players, and
No, it was 190,
no,
the
that was
Open?
including the intermediate.
including the intermediate. Oh, I see.
31 players in the Monte Carlo Open, and
And you
I
won.
was down 9-3 in the first round.
Uh-huh.
Jason Briggs has a nickname for me, Junkyard Dog. I never gave up. I never gave up, and I won. Amazing.
And you won the whole tournament, and not to mention about $20,000 plus.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you won big in the side pool too, didn't you?
Yeah, you were in the cycle in the World Championship. So
Okay.
story will
So what happened? Why are you sitting here? Who knocked you out of this tournament?
Well, it's one of the two people in this match here, Jorgen Grandstedt. We played last night, 11-point match, and I thought I played really well. And then I got the bad news. Roberto transcribed the match and sent it to me. It was a 4.3. Jorgen played a 2.77. He played better. He deserved to win, and he did win.
2.77.
Sometimes there's justice in the world.
Very rarely in backgammon, though. Very rarely does the better player win. But now that's a good reason to say why Jorgen is the favorite in this match. But I wouldn't say he's a very big favorite. I would say this is, Joe Russell is so tough over the board. By the way, he's no slouch. His PRs are very, very good. He's a terrific, strong player. It's interesting. It's a great matchup. They played many times, but this is another one of these big matches. Well, let me tell you where we're at. There are 8 players left in the fighters bracket. These people have all lost once, but they can still win the world championship.
Thank you.
So what's happening now is we have 8 players left. And we're going to play again at 5 o'clock and again at 10 o'clock, where we get down to 1 player left, who is going to play Johan for the World Championship, a single match. Johan will get some extra money because he's undefeated. So we've got this match. We've got Wilcox Snellings, who lost last night to Johan, is going to play Hartman. And we have Rice, a young man from New York. Ethan Rice is going to play Sander Liloff. That's on Stream 1, by the way, which Bill Riles is doing the commentary. And then also we have Brandon Macklin and I don't know Lefter. Do you know Lefter? He's playing Leftert. Lefter. I don't know him. There are 2 more that's left. So there's your 8 players that are left. And by tonight there'll be 1 that will play in the World Championship tomorrow at 3 p.m. Monte Carlo time. But again, stay tuned today. We're going to have, after this match, pretty soon after, at 5 o'clock. It won't take long to get to 5 o'clock. In fact, there won't be much rest between matches. And then they have a good rest for dinner and to relax and start again at 10 o'clock for the finals of the fighters bracket. All of these players are in the money. When you say you're in the money in Monte Carlo, that's big money. And by the way, I misspoke earlier. When Mochi won the high roller and beat Mark Olson in the finals, he won €78,000. I thought that was a bigger prize money. It's not. There's even more prize money, even without the side pool, for winning the world championship, because we've got, I don't know how many entries. I think 263 or
No, there was a 225.
225 entrants, but with the entry fees and prize money,
88,000.
yeah, it's 88,000 as opposed to 78,000.
17,000 in the side pool. So it's
70,000.
105,000.
105,000. It's currently, I think, the biggest prize in backgammon today. I think there have been some tournaments that were bigger, but those are in the past. In the future, I hope we see some $1 million tournaments. And by the way, I'm working on it, and lots of other people are working on it. We need sponsors and benefactors, and maybe people talk about how we're going to get more people interested in the game.
Chris Lloyd.
$1 million. Chris Lloyd is a sponsor. Very good. But here at this tournament, Chris Lloyd's a great board. But so is P40. So is the P40 board, and so is all the Galaxy boards and the boards you're going to see they're playing on today that are made by Backgammon in Istanbul. There's a lot of great boards, but the sponsor of this tournament and the people we owe the most to for bringing us here is Backgammon Galaxy and FM boards, and so I'm not going to really push these Chris Lloyd or P40
I wish I had
boards.
one of each. They're all great.
They're all great. I think I do have one of each. I certainly have had several of each over the years. Of course, I started the P40 company with my friend Tom Buckner, but I also helped FM get started. When they were first going to do a board, they asked me how to design the board and what I thought the board should look like. And basically what I did is I showed them a Taki board, and I showed them the things that I didn't like about the Taki board, which is not much because Taki board's a terrific board.
I have a Taki.
Yeah, I've had several Taki boards. They're great boards, but I showed them some things that I'd like to see, and they made it, and they gave me board number 2. I was really proud to have it, and I still have it somewhere. So the FM board, which is all the boards that are being featured by Backgammon Galaxy, is a great board also. By the way, my good friend Bob Zavarol makes a fantastic board. I represented Jeffrey Parker, who makes an incredible board. They're an expensive board. That's a nice board. There's a lot of great boards out there, and I want to tell you, when you play backgammon on a really good board, and everybody disagrees on what that means. Some people like leather, some people like wood, some people like the P40. It's all personal. But if you play backgammon on a board you really like, that's a really good board, it's a better game. You'll enjoy the game more. So I recommend it's worth the investment. And talk to me about, depending on what kind of board you want, I'll make recommendations all over the place. And I won't always tell you about your P40 because it's not for everybody. Okay, let's talk about this match. What do you expect to see here today, Steve?
Well,
who's going to have a better PR? If we bet $10, who would you bet on?
Joe normally plays like a high 3, and Jurgen plays like a mid 3.
So Jurgen's a little better.
He would be
Okay.
a slight favorite, but Joe's he's a former world champion. Been to the finals twice. Finals twice. And interestingly enough, the second time he got to the finals, he lost to Jurgen.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
Became a 3-time champion.
I was doing the commentary for that match, and the first match they played, he had to win twice. The rules are different then. Jurgen came from the fighter's bracket, and the first match they played, Joe played terrible. He was really, really sick. He had the flu. He was just dying, and thank goodness they had the match the next day, so he was able to recuperate. And Joe played brilliantly. He played under 3 and still lost, but he played incredible backgammon, and he should have won based on PR. But PR, by the way, is what Extreme Gammon, the bot, says that how you play compared to making the perfect play. And that's not necessarily the right play when you're trying to win, because the bot makes an assumption. First of all, the bot's not always right. The right play, it says, it may not always be right based on the situation. And it always makes the assumption that you're playing a machine or you're playing a human that's never going to make a mistake. And if you're playing the person, and if you're playing to complicate the game or playing to an opponent's weakness or playing to whatever you think is your strength, it's not always necessarily the bot's play. So it's just somewhat of an indicator of how you're playing, but it isn't worth gold like some people think. We are not going to have a PR stream on this match. That's why I have Steve Sachs here, because 99% of the time, if we want to know what the right play is, Steve's going to get it right, or he's going to be damn close. I'm usually right about 62% of the time, so we're getting about a 30% edge with Steve next to me here.
Thank you.
Okay. If you missed any of the action, go to the Backgammon Galaxy YouTube channel, and you can scan through the matches and find anybody you like and any match that's been streamed and look at it. I'm watching the chat. If you have any questions, okay, here's one comment. It's difficult to hear Steve. I think that's a good thing.
Who said Mindful BG? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, and that's the kind of comments I want. I also want Peter Jarvis to keep saying, I love your commentary. Thank you, Peter. Some people do, some people don't. You can't please everybody. So what I try to do is please my girlfriend, and if she's happy, I'm happy. Okay, and when she's not happy, but boy, do I hear about it. So we'll do our best. I do throw in a little bit of my personal opinion and humor from time to time, and some people don't like that. And if you can turn off the sound, by the way. But the good news is Steve's funnier than I am when he wants to be. Okay, we're stalling here a little bit, and I don't want to just fill the time with my noise. So I'm going to find out what's going on, make sure the participants are ready, and I'm going to give them a little bit of a warning. I want them to put the I want to put the checkers that are hit on the bar without stacking them, and I want them to put the checkers in the bear-off tray when they bear them off.
Before we get to this, I just want to mention that Johan Moazed, if that's pronounced correctly, from Sweden.
What was that? Yeah.
I played him twice in Monaco. 2018, I beat him. I think it was first or second round. And I lost to him. He's the one that knocked me out last year. Oh, he's really, really tough.
He's a grandmaster. I'm going to be right back. I want to talk to Joe and Jordan real quick.
Yeah, and then it has a little icon showing it's on pause. Then to take it off pause, either one of the plungers will take it off.
I'm going to take 3 off just
You know you're misbehaving.
This is the tray.
Right.
Tray.
I'll try my best.
Checkers.
I'll try my best, but this board isn't really situated for stacking.
That's a good habit anyway. Where's Jordan? Hi.
Funny guy. Good sense of humor. Starting Jorgen with 13 checkers, like he did in the previous match. Those plectors will be replaced momentarily under the score sheet. That's cute. It's cute. Typical JR humor. Known Joe for over 40 years. Very good friend of mine. Probably the funniest guy I know, but he thinks I'm the funniest guy he knows. So, good friendship. And Jurgen, don't know him quite as well, but come to know him most recently visiting Sweden in the Sweden tournament. I had never been there before, and I was happy to go. And one thing better about Sweden than Monaco at this time of year is it's cooler.
But Sardinia was warmer. We spent a week in Sardinia,
we spent
too.
A week in Sardinia, a week in Nice, and then a week here. It's hot every day.
Boy, are you bitching about this?
I bitch about everything. All the time, constantly. I will call you and wake you up to bitch about
I'm from Florida. The 3 places we went were much cooler than where I live.
And whose fault is that you live in Florida?
Lynn Ehrlich's. It's Lynn Ehrlich's fault.
Why don't you move to New York or something?
You know what? That's what I'm doing. I'm in the process of, yes. That's exactly what I'm doing.
In New York state of mind.
I'll be in New York most of the time.
Okay.
But I love Florida.
New York.
I love Florida, and I love
like
New York.
The T-shirt says.
Okay.
Here we go.
11-point match. I had no idea they shortened it that much for this the fighters.
All the fighters were 11.
Oh, okay, that's great. I haven't watched any of the fighters yet, so here we go. Jorgen getting the big start. He's probably a huge favorite to win the match. It's over now. You got the 6-1.
Joe's so nervous he threw the checker across the board.
Why even bother to play now that he's got the 6-1 start? There.
Oh.
He wants the clock on the other side. Boy, every edge you can get.
It's a preference. I don't know.
I'm kidding. Now, there is a rule, and Steve believes in it, and so do I. You should move the checkers with one hand and use that same hand to hit the clock. Very few people abide by that rule about the clock. But especially in speed gammon, I insist. You use the same hand to hit the clock. And I also am going to kill anybody who picks up those checkers before I hit the clock, or even reaches for them, because they're rushing me, and I won't allow it.
How about if they pick up the dice and oh, excuse me, it's my turn.
Yeah, that's only going to happen one time to me. It's only happens
and then
once.
you're going to play a person with one hand?
That's right. One time, and I tell him very, very nicely, and the second time I'm going to kill him, and the third time I call the tournament director. After they're dead, I wait till I want to be sure I do it
They
officially.
forfeit their prize money too.
Right.
To you.
Okay, that hit was a very important hit for Joe.
Hit and escape.
I keep saying it's easy as 1, 2, 3, and I keep quoting Steve Sachs. What do you mean? What tell these people
Well,
what 1, 2, 3 means?
I wrote an article for Gammon Village about 20 years ago. It was called Backgammon is as easy as 1, 2, 3. The 1, 2, 3 refers to checker plays you can make.
Checker place in the early game.
Well, it could be at any point in time in the game.
Okay.
Can you hit? Can you escape? Can you make a point?
I thought making this point was before you.
No. These are not in order of preference and
they're
priority.
not.
And if you could do more than one of those things in the same move, it's usually better than a move that just does one.
Okay, I have a little slight revision. In the early game, I have it in order of priority. Can you hit? Can you make a point? Can you escape?
That may be appropriate.
And there's one or two exceptions to all rules, but mostly that's right for the early game.
Jurgen should probably come in on the 23 point, make the 9, stave off the double.
He must have heard you, Steve.
He must have. The Vulcan mind meld.
It still could be close to a double
No.
here.
Joe needs more active builders on the 6 or the 8 to consider.
I was
doubling
thinking
here.
about the cube there. I'm telling you. I'm sure I'm wrong, but because you say so. But I like the 3 checkers back versus 1 and 2 interboard points versus 1.
It's just not enough volatility, at least
Really?
in my opinion.
Wow.
So this is an inconvenient truth here. What do you think Jurgen should do here?
I would hit the outside checker even though it's illegal.
That I was thinking that you might do that. That's why you've been banned from playing in the tournament, relegated only to commentary.
That's right. Good morning, Phil. Marianne Meese.
Hi, Marianne.
Thank you, Marianne.
Ma'am. He could hit. I'd like it better than just bringing 2 down. I think he probably should hit. I mean, the 6s are duplicated this way, but I like the hit. And I don't think Joe quite has a double.
I'm doubling. I am absolutely doubling this.
Joe's a little bit on the conservative side, so that's a good play. And I play 6 to 5 rather than move up, because if it works, you're going to be there already. You don't need to.
If it works, you're good. If he dances,
I really like.
he
this
might be
play
too
here.
good if he dances. I'm not sure it isn't too good.
No, with the
No?
anchor. No,
No?
and I think whatever Jurgen plays, Joe probably is going to double.
I think he comes up here.
No, he's got to hit. I don't like this play.
Neither.
So Joe should double. And he doubles. One thing I noticed the last time they played is that Joe played very, very quickly, but he got he got a lot of rest, and I think he's going to play more patiently.
Deliberately.
Deliberate. So, yeah, I think Jurgen should have hit there with the 3, and he probably...
He's passing anyway, isn't he?
I'm not sure.
I would.
Okay.
I would have doubled the roll sooner, too.
You would have doubled the 2 rolls sooner.
All
right.
Well, you stopped me.
Oh, I stopped.
You're my
you. That's
partner.
Right. So if Joe doesn't come in, it's going to be double take. Joe does come in. Could be a small double here, but Jurgen looks pretty comfortable just rolling. So 13-10.
Come down. Come down. You're
And,
blitzing.
Joe doesn't come in. Game over.
You're
Joe
off.
comes in awkward. There might be a double.
I would be offensive here and come down.
You're offensive regardless.
That's why I'm here. They like my offensive behavior.
It's pretty clear to bring 1 down. Unstack the midpoint. You can split later.
So you actually agree with me.
I pre-agreed with
And
you.
so does Jorgen.
So Joe needs to hit here. And it's I don't think it's too good. I think it's double pass.
I think I would play on.
If the back checkers were split,
I'm
I would
playing.
play
I
on.
don't see a market gainer.
well,
I
you
don't.
can roll 3-2 and then get hit, you know? There's all kinds of sequences. The back checkers aren't split. I mean, if it's too good, it might be too good by a little bit, but I mean, a very common sequence is blue covers and white comes in. But I understand that you become definitely too good if blue covers and then white doesn't come in, then it's a free shot.
And he doesn't come in.
So how many numbers don't
16
cover?
times he doesn't come in.
2-1,
Everything covers.
3-2, 5-3, double 5s. It's like 30 numbers that don't cover. 30 numbers out of 70. What, is that how many the odds of the dice?
He's rolling on. He agrees with me.
Wow, look at lucky
He agrees
guy.
with
Lucky
me.
guy there. So he's gonna
Cover.
make,
I would hit the ace.
no, just make
No?
the 18 and come out.
Why not make the 7?
That's why I said make the 7 and then come out.
He said the 18.
Oh, no.
He said
okay,
make the 18 and come out.
Wow.
I got a recording of this. This is on record, Steve.
Okay.
You can't.
Is there going to be a deposition later?
Yes.
I'm getting an attorney.
Yes, and I like the hit just like he did.
Okay.
I'm blitzing all the way,
Okay. So
I-
now, great shot, cover and split.
and
Joe's-
he's proving that he was too good.
He's a
This is proof.
strong candidate to win a gammon here. So 1 to the 5 point. Move
Builders,
the back checker
builders.
forward, and just play to the 9.
You got to get to the 5 point to get another builder for the 2. In case he
And
comes
one
in,
good
that's
thing about
it.
this play is that notice the double threes is blocked in the back, but guess what? It closes the board. So you want to make your bad numbers good.
Oh,
He's
that-
coming out now. He gets hit with double deuces. I think that's a little bit of a mistake. Plus, he doesn't get a checker down to the 9.
how bad is
Which
it to
is-
get hit with double deuces? He's never going to roll double
No, I mean-
deuces. It ain't going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
You believe in fairy
I'm going to
tales?
tell Joe, your buddy Joe, that you caused that to happen. You created
That
the
was-
ghost.
That was good for him. He's
Yeah.
the one that came in with the double twos.
That's true.
Tell my buddy Jurgen that caused it to happen.
Is it a double pass now?
No, it's not a double pass.
Is it a double?
I think it's double take. I got it. And I pointed it out. That was cute. Jurgen didn't even double. It might have been a double. I mean, a 5 point board versus a 1 point board. But that was
Ooh,
like,
what
it
a
was
roll for Joe.
But Phil, it was a very, very small mistake, but I think a significant in concept. The idea of don't give him the double twos.
You gave him he gave him the only roll that could really stop him.
That was a lucky shot right there.
And you called it, Steve. You actually did call it.
I make these happen. Do you know?
I don't think you made it happen.
Look at this shake. Unbelievably escapes both back checkers and makes the blocking point, only leaving 5-3 and 6-2. Joe's a favorite here.
Well, there's a little bit of a pip-con advantage for Joe too,
Yeah,
though.
but he's blocked in. I mean, Jurgen's blocked in.
Wouldn't he run right now? Wouldn't he run if he could? No, he can't run. Okay.
Well, I mean, he might be forced to run with 5-6. But Joe's gonna have a long time before he has a double here. Wow, what a great
This
shot.
This is one of the biggest turnarounds in 2 or 3 rolls that I've seen the entire tournament,
Yeah.
and I've seen quite a few. What a great sequence for Joe.
Double twos followed by boxes
Yeah,
and a 6-1. 3 good shakes in a row.
Jurgen's got to be scratching his head about this one. What do you got to do to win a game, much less a gammon?
All right. Slotting the point.
There's still race equity. That's why Joe isn't doubling. There's still
Oh, yeah. So Jurgen has the...
yes. Is this right?
I would think so. Because your board's just going to crumble. And look, Joe only has a 2-point board with a blot in it. So what is Jurgen waiting to do? Just roll a double fives?
Looks like he is.
I mean, I personally don't think this is the right idea.
All right, if he runs, does he take the cube?
Is it a double?
Oh, I'm sure it's a double.
Really?
How many rolls are going to make the 5-pointer?
I don't think it's a
pick and
double.
pass. I would.
Well, you must think staying is clearly correct, because if you're thinking that it's a drop when you run, it's not even a double if you stay.
I think it's a double take, and I think it's right to run. I mean, isn't that a possible, logical possibility to think that way?
I think it's inconsistent, because if Joe doesn't have a double when Jurgen stays, that means that Jurgen should stay.
Look, I've been incontinent for a long time.
It depends.
I love you, Steve. That's
Thank you.
great. That was great.
Love goes back.
Wow. That was very quick. All right. I'm still doubling this. Joe's not thinking about it, so he agrees with you. You're just way too far down in the race.
Wow, great
Pick
shot.
and pass.
Didn't cover. And if Jurgen stays out,
What if he comes in? I still think it's a
2-3.
double.
Now it's probably double take. Because he's got 4 builders. Joe, you should stop. At least think about it.
16 numbers that make the point, plus, are there any big numbers? Double ones. 17 numbers that make the point. Half the deck makes the 5-point.
And he has numbers that pick and pass.
So you have 4 builders. That's 4 times 4 is 16. If all the doubles work, and then you look for other doubles that might work and double ones also. So that's how I know instantly there's 17
so half
pointy
the
numbers.
time, Joe's a huge favorite. And the other half the time, he could potentially pick and pass with like a 4-1, a 6-1.
And by the way, Joe gets some gammons when he makes that point. You got to add that to the mix.
Also, he doesn't win very many gammons, and he also could get gammon. He points on Jurgen with a 3-2 and the.
Aren't you doubling this?
Oh, I said it was a double.
Oh, okay. That's what I was
said
asking.
double take. He does double.
Good
Joe's
double by
playing very
Joe.
sharp today,
Good take.
but easy take for Jurgen.
I wish we had the XG feed. I think they're both playing incredibly well.
Lame shot.
But he's got to hit. He must hit.
Oh, really?
How could he not
So
hit?
what does he do with the 5? Jurgen
You
still
play to
needs
the
5
6.
to get
Play
out
to
of
the
there.
6 point.
I wasn't sure about that. I'm glad we don't have the XG feed. I'll just use our minds today.
What? Yeah. Then I'm out of business.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Okay. Oh well, he's got to hit and lift.
One of my favorite sayings: "A waste is a terrible thing to mind."
Make sure you put the checker on the bar.
Well, are they playing legal moves? Of course,
this is
it's
not
legal. It's legal not to hit it.
Not
That's
an
right.
illegal move, but
You're right.
You got to be like have your wits about you and not.
Maybe he doesn't want to hit. That'd be numb.
No,
that would be nuts. He's got to hit.
I mean, breaking to 7 isn't horrible, but the race is so bad. But that's bad technique to like put the checker on the 4.
Yes, he might forget. He might accidentally hit the clock and then he's dead. And then the checker stays there.
And Jurgen probably.
Knowing Jurgen, he'd let him do it.
Yeah, probably not this time.
I can't stand people as nice as Jurgen. They make me look bad.
Now he finally picks the checker up on the 3rd try. So a 5-6 for Jurgen, he can play on for the gammon. Ace-4, he can. Ooh, deuce-4. All right, Joe's will struggle a little bit to contain Jurgen here, but.
But he just breathed a sigh of relief after that roll.
For certainly. Oh, Super Joker makes a 6 prime. Now we can happily slot the deuce point here, try and pick up extra checkers.
And make some purity out of his prime.
Yeah, the checker on the ace point's a little bit of a liability for Joe. He could roll 6-4.
Yep. Joe's best roll here is a 2 or a 7. So he can hit the 2 and keep the prime going in order.
Maybe 3-2.
3-2?
Yeah, 3-2 plays 9-6 and hits.
Yeah. Any 2 or 7 he would love to see.
Okay,
this is not what he would love to see.
Not terrible, but it's now he's playing with 2 active builders, and it's not a certainty that he closes the prime. And
Pasco would have played 3-2 there.
Oh yeah, he's a guy who should be in the Backgammon Hall of Fame,
right?
Along with you, in a special wing of lunatics. Oh, 5-1. Well,
what do you do?
Just hit and cover.
Yep.
I mean, hit and lift. It's only a 2-5. If you're gonna,
you said it out loud.
2-5. I made it happen. Dr. Alex Ashigian says every time you watch someone watch a game, somebody loses. It's true.
That's really great. I love Alex. He's doing so much for the game too with his videos and his channel. You ought to search for him and look at it. He's got a lot of great content. He's interviewed everybody that's important but me.
All right.
I would hit here. I think I would hit.
No, not with double 5s.
I would hit.
Oh, great shot for Joe.
I probably would point.
So Joe's probably about 96% to win.
Joe got out of this one.
Yeah.
Isn't this the game where Jurgen was too good earlier?
Apparently, it was too bad.
And then Joe rolled double 2s and then rolled
Double
joker.
2,
That's 6-4 was a
6.
joker. Every joker you can imagine.
Yeah.
If we had XG, we would be able to see the luck factor. Thank you for mentioning to hit the light button.
All right.
Well,
it's early, but it's not super early. 3-0 is gets you within 8 points of winning the match. A redoubled gammon or an 8 cube.
I'd rather have the 3 than the 0, though.
I was down 5-0 to Jurgen yesterday, and I crawled back to get it to 5-5.
Yeah, but what happened? Here you are doing commentary, and he's playing.
Well, I passed a cube at 6-6 I should have taken. Prime versus prime.
All prime versus primes are takes. Don't you know that?
Now I do.
Now you do. I should have told you that yesterday, huh?
Thank you.
You gotta pause it on.
Others. We play legal moves, by the way. Yeah, we did it. So.
What are you looking for? That
I'm
30
looking.
30 euros
This
you
is,
owe me for
this is
gin?
driving me nuts to owe you money
We'll play later.
because I know you'll never forget it, and you'll haunt me.
We'll play later. You'll win it back.
You'll haunt me in my dreams.
Rich.
That's the 30 euro he beat me for gin rummy earlier today. He suckered me into a game that played gin without the cube. I don't know how to play that game.
All right, here we go. Jurgen with the early advantage. Joe attempting to equalize, not successfully. Probably go to the 18. What do you think?
I think I would do what Steve Sachs says and what Joe Russell would do. All right, you play with Joe Russell probably as much as anybody in the world. Are your games similar? You guys pretty much almost always think alike? What's different between his game and your game?
Well, he's more conservative in doubling, and probably, I probably tend to double a little bit earlier.
Uh-huh.
He misses doubles at times, but I double too early at times. So it's we each, have a little bit of a deficiency as like
I see.
that cube, proper cube action. Check plays
That's a very interesting insight. But you've only been playing with him for what, 30 years?
40.
40 years? Okay. I always talk about the LA3, Wachtel, Sachs, and Russell, but now that's the LA4 that David Wells lives there. 4 Giants. Any other Giants that I missed that are in the LA area? I mean,
Darn good question.
I don't think so.
about
I don't think so.
Art
There's a
Benjamin.
lot of good players. Oh,
Benjamin lives
Art
in the LA. I don't
Benjamin.
know if he's a Giant, but he's a grandmaster.
Oh, he's been on the Giants
Let me
list.
tell you that much for sure. He's
No question
he's a
about it.
grandmaster. He just became a grandmaster.
Well,
so
he qualifies as a Giant in
there
my
you
book.
go. There you go. That's the big 5
Absolutely.
in LA. So this would be a clear take if Jurgen doubles here. And when I give lessons, this is the Mugger in Central Park parable, where you can be concerned that your opponent's going to point on one of your checkers, but not both. I'll tell that story later when we have time.
Yep.
I'm
That's a
I'm
play
not
I would have
sure about
missed.
that.
I would not have made that
well,
play.
he picks up when Joe fans or rolls an awkward 6 or 5.
I would have come up with the 3 from the rear.
But it does leave you vulnerable to attack, and this is like, oh, Joe got to think about this one here.
Yeah, where's
He
the
comes
4
into the 3.
if
Yeah,
he hits
I
with the
think
3?
that's very reasonable. Make an advanced anchor against a superior board in prime. Only leave a few indirect shots. So
Almost everybody would reflexively hit there. That's a good lesson from
Yeah.
Joe and Steve here.
So Jurgen probably about an equal position here. This is pretty weak, but he's got to go to the ace. Aces Oasis. Wow, unbelievable.
Wow. Gonna make the ace too. Gotta make the ace and come around. Great roll. Joe's
I
getting
told you
some
eventually
decent dice.
I told you Phil eventually would come around.
Wow, is Joe getting dice so far in this match? If I were Jurgen, I'd really be scratching my head.
Not quite a double here. And 17.
Ugly.
Well,
Ugly.
he may be forced to just hit and go to the ace point. Buy
Ugh.
some time. It doesn't leave any return shots.
I might just put 2 checkers on the
Or you know what?
on
he
the
could-
bar.
No, I'm not going to give it that many fly
You
shots.
go to the
That's
2
wrong.
point then? You go
You
go to
either
the-
pick and pass.
I go to the 7 and the 2.
That's certainly reasonable. It does leave a 6-5 though. The other play doesn't leave any numbers, and it puts them on the bar.
I'll give him the 6-5.
Not my thing.
I'm a nice guy. Okay, you're right.
I don't know that I'm right. That was just.
Oh, you predicted right.
It does make it very, very easy for Jurgen to take and very difficult for Joe to double for a long time.
I thought pros like you don't throw checkers away to the ace point.
Well, the functionality behind it. Nothing hits. So 8 to 7, simple.
Joe's not doubling because he's got a very stiff position that's likely to leave shots. And the cube is just too big a weapon to give your opponent in this situation.
He needs to make an innerboard point or successfully attack. Look at this.
Well, this is simple.
Stack City.
Stackalicious.
Okay.
You stay back because you're trying to get a shot. You don't advance the anchor.
Down on the race with the better
I would
board.
slot. I would just slot the 4.
Absolutely, down on the race with the better board. That's the time to develop.
Come on, be a slot.
That's my day job. Okay, wow. Awkwardness. I have a prediction. If Joe gets 15 checkers to the ace point,
He'll win.
He'll win.
He'll win.
Yeah.
I've seen people lose from there.
And that's true. Certainly. All right. Make the 4 for
Look,
sure.
notice, see how he's staying back? Because up makes it easier for his opponent to go behind him. You always got to think about what your overall strategy is, and there's no question that Jurgen knows that. He's a master. Ooh, do you point on him? Do you point on him?
Have to?
I think you have to.
Because if you don't, you're going to leave 1, 2.
No, you're
going to leave 8 and 8 numbers anyway.
I would have pointed on him.
I think that's fewer numbers, isn't it? This is a boo-boo.
And it's more return shots if you miss.
No,
if he misses.
How many numbers would have been if he pointed on him?
Even if it was a few more numbers,
4,
it's just
3.
easier to bring home.
3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 4.
This is a key roll right here. A very key roll and a good roll for Joe. Yeah, not so fast. Do you make the 4 or the 2? I make the 2. Making the 4, you're not leaving any shots, but making the 2, you get them out of your hair.
No, I'm okay with this. With the 5 checkers on the ace point.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Jurgen's gonna.
Is this a double?
No, I mean, I don't think so.
No, and I don't think so are the same thing, you know.
Well, that's playable. Joe has successfully gotten his 6th checker to his ace point.
Yeah.
And route to 15 checkers on the ace. He's only 9 away.
Uh-huh. I wonder if he's counting the same way you are. You run with the front checker. I think I just run with the front checker. No, not the back one. I play for more contact. I wouldn't move that checker.
That's a very interesting
I would
problem.
never move that checker.
That's a very, very interesting question. Because with Joe, with Joe having 6 checkers on the ace
this is
point,
my play.
You know.
Absolutely my play.
Yeah, you're probably
You've got to
right.
get shots. Oh, no.
Probably right.
Jurgen, you haven't read my
now
book.
Should Joe double? He does double instantaneously.
And do you double with the other play? I'm not sure you do. I don't like that play from Jurgen. He's taking anyway.
Yeah, so this is
taking. Oh, what a roll. 5-point and hit. Come on, what else is there?
Well, you could just bring 2 in.
Well, you're hitting first of all. You can't not hit. You're not going to play 4 to the side point.
No, that's true.
So you start out with the hit.
But there's probably going to make the 5.
Why wouldn't you make the 5?
And the 7.
Why wouldn't you make the 5?
Well, let's see how many bad numbers there are. There's got a lot of really, really awkward numbers.
I wouldn't even thought about bringing 2 in.
Jokers.
I would never have occurred to me.
Now that I look at it, I think I do bring 2 in.
Wow, this is really a cool problem. This is a cool problem.
I mean, because most of his numbers are safe, even if you're going to...
By the way, everything plays. Nothing leaves a shot on the next roll. Nothing. That's really interesting. There isn't a number that leaves a shot.
Really nasty numbers
wow.
if you make the
Steve, that was brilliant.
Well, okay, Joe got a 7th checker to the 8th point and 1 off. He spoiled the...
Oh, this is an ugly, ugly roll.
Yeah, he's got to break the 6, you know.
He can't come up. Can't come up to the 3?
In the olden days, we used to break the low point.
Wow. I'm not doing that. I am breaking the 6.
Yeah,
Very few
This is-
shots this way.
it's a little bit too conservative.
Very few shots now.
Oh, okay. Joe's how many checkers is this? 9 checkers. He's got 9 checkers to the ace point.
And he's not putting the checkers in the
wow.
bear-off tray like I begged him to do it. He's not doing it. So that means next time he sets up the board, he'll have 13 checkers again. Oh, he hasn't borne off any checkers, has he?
He took 1 checker.
Where is it? See, it's
still-
hidden.
I can see it.
There he is,
Alright.
not on the tray.
Joe's got some awkward numbers. If he rolls a 5-3 or a 6-3, leaves a double
How
shot.
about 6-1? How about 5-1?
Yeah, those are single shots. 5-3, 6-3 is a double shot.
Oh, I got you.
And
Oh, there it
6-3.
is.
I'm causing everything to happen.
There it is.
People
Now,
behind.
is this a cube?
No.
20 numbers hit.
20 numbers to hit. But you have residual equity. Let's say if you dance or something, you don't want the guy to be able to redouble you. I mean, if
There's a lot of scores
but if
where
it was
this is
dead
a
cube
redouble.
situation,
Yeah,
you
dead
could
cube situation. It's a recube.
All right, so big shake here, huge shake, deuce or 3.
Cocked.
Oh, double 4s. I think he's gonna hit.
I do
I'll
too.
bet you.
After the cock, it's for sure.
Oh, take your pick.
Doesn't
It would-
matter.
it
Doesn't
would-
matter. It's double pass now. Double pass. So I love the way Joe played this. I didn't like come to Jurgen's place, and he won. So that shows you what I know.
I mean, I thought Joe played the nice, smooth played it,
Yeah.
but he kept rolling those numbers that sucked the checkers to the ace point. I'm gonna get some water.
While Steve is gone, I'm going to talk about Steve now, and I want to tell you a few things that most people don't know about Steve. I'll concentrate on the match instead. Well, we got a closer match now, more exciting. Some might say that's bad luck for Joe, but that was a very brittle position, and it was not an unusual scenario for him to leave shots in that game. But he's still right to double. 6-4. Yeah, I like making the 9 point. It's a good point. It's part of your prime. Not that dangerous to come out and get hit here. Hit 2? Do you hit 2? You do. You do hit 2. And he stacked the checkers on the bar so you don't know that there's 2 checkers there. I'm going to slap Joe later. I asked him to not do that, and I asked him to put his checkers in the barrel tray. Joe hit 2 and put them on top of each other on the bar. He isn't concerned about me at all. I asked him to do that, not to do that, and to put him in the barrel tray.
That was a big swing that last game.
Oh, my God.
Joe made the right play with the double aces, but he just couldn't survive those.
You're sure it's the right play?
No, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I just thought it was interesting.
It was very interesting. I'm sure it was the wrong play. It turned out wrong, didn't it? That's how you know.
Might have lost anyway.
That's how you know.
Oh, this is interesting. I guess you come in and hit.
I love to hit. Hitting is so much fun.
It's
I'm not going to commit to a
It's
back
an
game yet.
No, but you don't necessarily commit to a back game, but making the 4 points awful nice. Especially because Jurgen only has 2 active builders on his side of the board. Wow. I think he's got to play 9-4 to hit.
He could just come out, can't he?
No, because he wants to attack Joe's 2 blots there. Freeze them.
So you
on
give
the
up the
bar.
9 point and hit?
You give it the 9 point, you're starting the 4 point. You really want the 4 point. You don't want Joe to make a back game or to make the bar point. And he'll do that. I mean, I played Jurgen yesterday. Those are the kind of plays that he make. He would make point plays that broke points, hit loose. It's his style. I mean, hitting on the ace is kind of lame. He wouldn't do that.
I would have just come out.
I would seriously think he's going to do that. If he doesn't do that, it's going to surprise me.
Ooh.
I don't like this at all.
Well, it unstacks the 6
Yeah,
point.
but, I mean, okay, wow, very surprising.
Yeah,
very
that's not where you want the checker to be.
All right, so this is Joe's probably going to survive this.
Yeah, it's
attack
kind of an
here.
awkward. It's an awkward attack. Very awkward attack. Oh,
Just make the 21.
no, I'm going to hit 2. Pasco taught me this
yeah,
play.
right. Outboarded. And then 3 blocks. Perfect. He'll be happy to make the 21 point, try and just roll a big double. But I was really surprised about that.
Off the ace.
The hitting off
Yeah.
the ace, yeah.
Surprise is a nice way to say you thought it stunk. You're just being nice.
I'm surprised you would say that. And you don't stink.
You're not surprised that I would say something inappropriate, are you? Come on.
Look at this shot. Great shot for Jurgen. Just make the 11. Very simple. Bring your checkers home.
When you're up in the race, what are you supposed to do?
Supposed to race.
Race.
I mean, it is.
He's way up in the
It's
race.
enticing to want to make the 4 point, but then you got those checkers stranded on the 16. I'm not totally sure about this. Where's Sebastian when you need him? He's a better player than both of us combined.
Cafe said he was right to hit on the ace, Steve. So how's that?
Oh, no, that's Roberto.
That's Roberto, and I'm
Okay.
sure he ran it. He's not just
No,
talking
that's
about
just
his opinion.
That's just his opinion.
No, he ran it.
But how much, sir? A blunder not to.
That's
Wow.
why I know he ran it.
Okay. Well,
All right, so I'm gonna get rid of you and call Jurgen to come do the commentary.
Bill, I stand corrected. Okay. All right, so Joe's got a decent game here, but Jurgen's still a favorite.
Joe's it was a well-timed game.
Oh, yeah, not so much anymore.
It was a well-timed game. I forgot to use the word was.
If Jurgen hadn't made that foolish play of hitting on the ace point, you might have a double right now.
Uh-huh. That foolish correct play?
Look at this. This is a good shot.
It's often run to make the foolish correct play.
This is a good shot. Making the 4 point, bringing unstacking. Joe needs a 3 or an ace. Get that back checker out. He'll have decent timing if he can accomplish that.
No,
brother.
that's a timing
not,
killer.
That's not legal play. Let's. I don't know if they're playing legal moves or not, but Joe played a 5-4.
Yep, and he corrected it.
Okay, so he's got to
corrected
come
it.
out with 2,
Yeah, I thought it was
make the 4 point, and then
Nice,
just play
nice
7
try,
to
nice
3.
try, Joe. Nice try.
And then he's going to have to consider the cube Jurgen's going to give him. But it's clear. It's clear to come out with 2.
I don't think it's going to be a considerate cube.
Actually, maybe he could play 1 checker all the way. Not sure about that because of the blot on Jurgen's 1 point. Joe can play a little bit more pure. This is reasonable.
You're going to do anything you can to make that 1 point blot look bad, aren't you? Just because you wouldn't have done it.
Tomorrow when they're not even playing. I kind of like this play.
I like the play too, but I'm still doubling.
Nice 5 prime.
I'm doubling.
You're always doubling.
I am doubling. I think it's right to double. That's why I'm doubling.
Yeah. Well, let's see what the race is. 99 for blue. 67.
Jurgen agrees with me about the cube. And the reason I'm doubling is I'm not sure I'm taking if I'm Joe.
Like 145. 67. Yeah, 145.
Are you taking this cube, Steve?
I think so.
You think so?
Because, simple reason
Yeah.
of the blot on the ace point.
Okay.
I'm
but,
never letting that
But
go.
when you said the word think, that tells me it's a double. Woolsey's law. You're
What,
not
you
really
just
sure.
asked me if I was taking. You
And
didn't
you
say
said,
it was
I
wrong
think
to
so.
double.
No.
Oh, I see.
When you say you think you would take, that tells me it's a double. That's Woolsey's law.
Oh, okay.
That's why Woolsey's law is so
You
brilliant.
have to pay him $5 every time you mention the Wolves
I
law.
owe him a fortune. Look at that. He passed. And I love this
Roberto,
double.
was that a take or a pass?
It still was a double. That's my point. Give me a credit for the cube.
I never said it wasn't a double.
Okay. 3-3. 8 away, 8 away.
Yeah, Joe could have been. He could have been up 5-1 or 6-0 by now. Okay, 3-3, 8 away, 8 away. Point counterpoint. The only time you don't point counterpoint is 3-1 and followed by 6-4.
By the way, Tapio, you're bringing up that topic of yesterday, and I don't want to interrupt this match and talk about it, but I will give you my strong opinion when we have a break. Why I don't think we have a problem going forward.
In the meantime,
In the
we're gonna
meantime.
roll the double ace.
In the meantime, it's going to be pass, double pass.
17.
It's double pass.
Ah, painful. Let's see.
It's double pass.
78, 108, 18,
Double
20, 130,
pass. Double
144,
pass.
75, 120, 157. So 13. Why don't they have a Pip County Olympics? I might be a silver medalist.
No, you won't. Karen Davis and Jason Briggs. You don't even come close to what Jack Hussein could have done. He took. I thought this was a pass. Wow. I would have dropped that cube like a rock. Can't wait to see that one.
Put it in, Roberto.
Wow, I would have passed that so fast.
Yeah, this is a huge development for Jurgen Grandstedt.
Oh my goodness!
Attempting
He's going to keep bringing builders down.
Attempting to become a 4-time world champion. He's only 4 matches away.
Bring the 4 down too. Come on, you need to.
Yeah, you're on attack.
You're on attack. No, that's the wrong. Don't touch that checker.
Oh, I'm super surprised. Come on,
No,
Phil. I'll bet you made the wrong play.
I agree with you.
No, but I'll bet you.
Okay, but not money.
No, not money.
Not money.
Wow.
2 down, or in, or what are you touching that back checker for, Jurgen? You're blitzing. Hitler lost the war because he worked on 2 fronts. That's why his blitz didn't work. Stay on one front.
I thought he was Donner or Rudolph. You think he's blitzing? All right, wrong time of year. And he leaves the double 4 super joker. I'm not sure.
Remember when he left the double 2?
Yeah.
And you called it?
I called it. I call them all. 3-2. Well, probably just. Ooh, what do we do here?
Can you get another builder? You can get another builder by breaking the 7. I'm not sure that's
you
right.
You could play 13-8. It says another attacker blocks the exit double 4s, but you do get hit.
Well,
13-9.
I like going to the 11. That gives you an indirect 7s and 9s.
Yeah, but it's not an extra attacker on the inside points.
I'm not sure I don't break the 7 point.
For what?
With the 2. To get a builder on the 4 point.
No, oh, see, you're saying 13-10 and then 7-5?
Yes.
You get double hit on double 4s. Might not be worth it.
I just don't like him moving the back checker at all there.
Heck it would. Just make
both
the
those
4
moves.
point. Forget about everything else. Block double 4s.
Oh, yeah, I never thought of that.
All right, that's a little bit passive.
This is not a play.
And it still leaves the joker. It still leaves the joker double 4s.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that one.
I usually leave the joker because it never happens to me.
Oh, never. Yeah.
Never. Hit loose like a goose.
Oh, you can
make the 4 point.
That's a really interesting one. A lot of times they look at these point versus hit loose ones.
Yeah, I don't know what's
and it's
right
right
there.
to hit. It's usually right to hit.
Yeah.
Unless the guy's got like a 5-point board.
Yeah.
But here Joe's only got a 2-point board. I think Yuri's got the right idea to
to make the hit the 2.
to just not let him anchor.
He's got enough covers. I like this play.
It'll be unfortunate if he gets hit, but if he doesn't get hit, it's
the big roll for Joe.
I think he made the right play anyway.
Yeah, that's a big roll for Joe.
Okay, smash
and he can
back.
hit again. He hits again.
Smash him back.
You don't need the 7 point.
All right, Joe needs a deuce, big time.
Or double 4s.
Can he roll it? Oh,
he
does
got it.
roll
He got it. Joe is performing.
Oh, look at this. Well,
You can't even switch points.
no, but he can hit loose. He can loose and bring the builder closer.
Right. 11-9. 11-9.
Yeah.
There you go. He got it.
Huge
One more
roll.
2 for Joe, and he's
Huge
really
roll
in
for
business.
Joe.
One more 2, Joe.
Oh, he missed.
I still don't believe he should have taken that cube to begin with. Split the back checkers.
Yeah, absolutely.
No question. Cafe. It was a take. I was wrong.
I thought it was a take, especially after I see Roberto said it
Well,
was a take.
like one of my friends says, if it wasn't a take, it was a mistake.
Who said that?
Yeah, you.
Oh, it was me.
Always you.
I coined the phrase.
I know you did. I give you
accept
credit.
that. Thank you.
I would have brought 2 down there, but maybe coming out is right there.
All right, but Joe's tough. I mean, even if he's down 7, he was down 7-3 against Balby, and came back and won the match.
I played to the you wouldn't like my play. I played to the 8 and give him the double 4s again and play 7-6, but he's probably not going to give him the double 4s.
He's got the whole thing to play?
Yeah, that's my play.
Yeah.
He gives him the double 4s.
I mean,
I ain't afraid of no ghosts. And now he's happy he did that. He's got triple builders.
Yeah.
Triples.
All right, so
Hitting.
they hit loose. Huge shake
This
for
is
Joe.
This may be the shake of the match for Joe.
If he doesn't come in,
This could be the shake of the match.
probably going to get gammoned and go down 7-3.
Yeah, that's a huge
11.
lead.
And a cover.
3 and back checker.
Moves the
yeah.
back checker. Only double threes cracks the board.
Yeah. All right, maybe XG and Roberto are wrong, and I was right.
Australian double threes.
Be
Right,
careful.
Malcolm?
Be careful what you say about Australia. There's
No, my best friends are behind me.
one of those crazy Australians around. They'll sick a kangaroo on you or a koala bear.
How about a platypus? They're poisonous.
Isn't that from New Zealand? The platypus?
I thought it was from Tasmania, which is in Australia.
Okay.
Okay, easy play. Very efficient roll here. Just get your checker to the 4 point. Builders on the 6, 5, and 4.
That's pretty good.
The rack and extras. All right. Very smooth play.
So he's got a gammon for sure if he doesn't leave a shot.
Yeah.
Of this match, the winner of this match gets $9,000 guaranteed plus the chance to win a lot more. And the loser is guaranteed $4,500. Thank you, Charlie. Euros, I'm sorry. I keep saying dollars. I keep trying to pay dollars when I lose.
They'll give you dollars. If you win, they'll give you dollars.
They'll give you dollars? Okay.
6-4. All right, Joe's got a slight chance.
Joe wants to dance.
Okay.
He did.
About 6% hit right here, but doesn't win the game. Oh, smooth shot. Smooth shot for Jurgen.
6% chance to leave a shot and hit?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a number I didn't know. Now Joe would like to come in and get off the
No, I think he's okay to stay out one time, but
what are the
maybe
odds of
not.
getting a shot? And you could, if you don't
no,
hit the
it
shot, you
never
could get
happens.
backgammon.
Never happens. Actually, he could get backgammon here.
You
If he
could get
misses.
backgammon.
Oh, if he misses and Jurgen
Even
rolls
if
a
he
double.
comes in.
Jurgen, by the way, rolled a double in the last shake of our match to beat me.
Double twos are
Gammon
better
into
as a
the match.
backgammon.
Double aces are better. He didn't roll it. Okay. Joe would have been.
All right. I want a show of hands. How many people agree with me that he shouldn't have taken that cube, regardless of what XG says? Anybody who doesn't agree with me isn't watching the match.
If Joe had gotten backgammon there, his hair would have turned white.
Oh, my God. All right, real quick, Tapio. We all know what happened yesterday with the 13 checkers and what you're saying. It was a bad precedent. I totally agree with you. The players should not overturn with the rules. But here's why it's not a bad precedent. Because you and other people have complained so much, people are aware that we shouldn't allow players to overturn the rules in the rules committee. So I think it's less likely to happen in the future. Next time the player wants to overturn a rule, the tournament director is going to remember this, and it's not going to let it happen. I'm not going to get into the ethics of what happened, but I agree that it's wrong. The players do not set the rules. Two players cannot decide whether or not to use a clock, whether or not you should finish a game with 13 checkers. All this should be left up to the rules, and they should be respected. And because this happened, it's going to be respected more, not less. That's my take. Okay, we'll forget about that and go on.
So Jurgen's at a score right now where he's got to be super careful on when to double. However, he is 4 away. So if he gets to like a promising position, he might still want to double. And it's a razor's edge because he could double and go for a gammon to win the match, but he's got to be fearful of getting recubed and gammon for the match. So he's going to think about doubling when it gets better.
So, Steve, that is a wonderful insight because I guarantee you that 99% of tournament players think, oh, I'm winning 7-3. I'm never going to turn this cube. And they don't think about gammonish and how gammon wins in the match like you are.
Yeah.
What's the take point for Joe here? Do you know?
Oh, I don't know these things.
It's got to be pretty high because of the recube. So let's say that Joe's take point is 26%.
No,
I'm sorry, lower. It's got to be lower. Let's say his take point is 18%, assuming no
it's
gammons.
not
Assuming
any-
no
No,
gammons.
it's no way it's any 18%.
Okay.
You still got to be respectable, probably 20, 21%.
Okay, so the point is if there's no gammons, it's still right to double
yeah.
if your opponent has like 17, 18%, if he's less than the take point.
Joe
It's-
showed me a position yesterday where he was playing Chris Rogers, and he was at 9-5 to 11. And a lot of people would not have doubled and say, like, oh, why give Chris a chance to win 4 points? But it was a double and a take, and they both did the right thing. and Joe won.
So my point is, if the person's take point, let's take a totally non-gammonish racing position. If his take point's 22% and he only has 20, you're right to double because he's supposed to pass, and you gain equity if he makes a mistake and takes. So that's why another reason why Jorgen may have a double, not just because of a gammonish position, just because he's got too many wins, and it's worth it.
But right now, it's a relatively even game here. Joe's got the inside point, but is a little... Wait, 10, 12, 17, 10. No, Joe's a favorite here. He's ahead in the race. Jorgen's got to leave a shot.
Peter Jarvis, I totally agree with you, and that's the whole point. Because it happened that the players changed the rules, everybody's talking about it, and it's less likely to happen in the future. The players should not decide what the rules are. The other thing is people had bets on Jorgen. By the way, my friend Jim Pasco says a guy with 13 checkers actually has the advantage, and he's willing to bet it. And I've never seen Pasco wrong. I have never seen Pasco wrong.
Wow.
I was shocked, too. We all thought that Joe was at a disadvantage with 13. Pasco said, you want to bet? You want to play it? If
Anyway,
Pasco says it, it's right. I'm telling you.
Let's think about this play here, Phil.
Okay.
You want to safety the checker or make the 5 point?
Make the 5 point.
Absolutely agree. It's imperative that you make the 5 point.
Okay, we've said enough
but
about
it was a horrible play. You made the 5 point, left the shot. Why would he do that?
Because you said so.
So just go ahead. I
Ooh,
hate.
that's
yeah,
big.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I don't like
big.
That play. I never liked that play. So 6-4. Just play. Move the back checker forward.
No. Come in and hit.
Wow, that gets juicy. That gets really, really juicy.
Yeah, I want to be juicy. Good play.
I don't think it's still. I don't
That's
know
my play.
Cube. I don't think it's a score. I don't think it's a cube. But,
I love that play, though.
oh, well,
And
let's play. What does Clarion say? Maximum blot theory in actual practice.
you say you don't like to leave 4 blots around the board. You told me that
No,
yesterday.
Those are attackers.
Oh, I see.
They're not liabilities. The only liability is when the opponent's on roll.
You know, you got enough blots anyway. Let's make some more. Get off the bar. Then count the blots. Yeah, that's it. He's doing it. He's taking my play. 2, 4, 6. It's hard to count on. There was 7 blots.
Loose on the 4. Those are both reasonable.
Yeah,
options.
but that's not as many blots. It's not as much fun.
That's true.
If he hits off the bar, he's got 7 blots around the board. That's almost a record. Can you have 15 blots? Maybe that would be the record.
Well, Smasher.
Oh my
Smasher
God!
Makes the 5 point.
No, I hit off the 5 and switch.
No, just make.
I hit off the 5 and I switch.
Absolutely not.
Switch. Attaboy, Joe. Make my play.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's my play. How gammonish is this if he gets
Roberto,
away with it?
Please tell me I'm right.
I don't make the 5 point. I want to put 2 up here, and if he doesn't hit me, I'm playing on.
Yeah, but you're leaving an open checker with 4
I don't
checkers
care.
back.
I don't care. I've got a real chance to play on and be too good with the other play.
You're still too good if he doesn't come in. You don't have to put a.
But he's less likely to come in because he's only got 2 checkers up instead of 1. Oh, you're right. You're too good now. Oh, no, Joe. Joe, it's too good.
No, it doesn't matter. But the big mistake isn't the fact
He didn't
that it
think.
was too good or not too good. He just
Look how fast he did that.
That's terrible.
Terrible. That's not.
You have to think about. You got plenty of time. Joe's
Have you seen Joe do that before?
like only yesterday or the day before.
God, that was terrible. That had to be too good.
I would think about it. You know.
Oh, my God. By too good, we mean he had so many gammons that it was silly to just take 1 point. You play on and see if you can win 2 points.
Oh, man. And it would have got him to an even away score.
Of course, you'll never mention this to him later, will you, Steve?
He can watch the stream on his own.
Will he watch the stream?
I don't know.
I'm going to be more careful about what I say.
I'll tell him it was deleted for inappropriate comments by Phil.
Uh-huh. Oh, quick,
That's a good
quick
double.
cube.
I don't think this is too good.
But again, look how quick he whips this cube. He's playing so fast.
No, if the back checkers were split, I think it'd probably be too good. But as is,
Yeah.
and Jorgen's kind of posturing.
I know
right
his
here.
wife Judy went home after Nice, so he's not in a hurry to go meet his wife. Why is he rushing so fast?
I don't know if Jorgen's seriously thinking about taking this, or he's just posturing to make Joe think that he's. Because I'll do that.
Well,
I'll just sit and I'll like 30 seconds run up. Like
race opportunity threats. What does Jurgen have? 0. So drop the cube. That's another approach to this, aside from being a reference position.
I mean,
And look at us.
I hate to say what is he thinking about, but
He might be hungry, thinking about lunch.
All right. Wow. Okay. Yeah. That's the way I would play it. Wait 30 seconds. It's gonna drop.
Just to make Joe get excited, maybe. Maybe
Yeah.
that's why you do it. You get his hopes up and then you
Yeah.
crush it.
Oh, that's fun.
That's fun. You're
It's
right.
super fun.
That's it. Get his hopes up and then crush him. All right.
Oh, Joe, take
4
your time.
away, 6 away.
That's a fun score.
Now, yeah. 4 away, 6 away. They're both even away. That does make it fun.
All right. So you hit and split here.
Roberto, I don't need you to make comments that say that Steve was right and I was wrong. Didn't I pay you not to do that? So that 1-1 switch was very wrong, and it was right to make the 5-point, like Steve said.
Split there.
Roberto, let's talk later.
I paid Roberto $20 to make you look bad every time that we have a disagreement.
All right, I'll pay you $30 every time you don't do it.
All right. So,
Roberto, I don't need you to make me look bad.
well, hold on a second. First of all, Joe
I can do it myself.
Joe double stacked the checkers, and he didn't think about doubling.
Again, playing too fast.
Way too fast.
Maybe he came in with the attitude that I'm going to try and play really fast, and maybe I'm a better speed player than Jurgen.
Oh, but he doesn't. You're going to play at his own pace. That doesn't work on three-time world champions. Possibly a four-time world champion. He's
Possibly a
just
4. He's on his way to 4 if he wins the 4 more matches.
Come out to the 18
That's
here?
right. He's got to win 4 more matches to be the world champion. That's not a bad position to be in. Have you ever been there?
Been where?
Excuse me.
Hoboken, New Jersey?
No.
What are
Have you ever
asking me?
been? Have you ever been four matches away from world champion? Have you ever been that close in this tournament?
I was 5 matches.
5
away
matches away yesterday.
Yeah, I've been 5 matches away twice.
Yeah, that's why
That's
I
a
asked
lot.
you. Yeah, that is
I talked
good.
to my mom. She says, "You win 5 matches in a row at your local club all the time." I'm
All
like,
the time.
Yeah, but those guys play like at 9 PR. These guys play like at 3.5 or better.
That's a really good question. The average PR of the player in the at Monte Carlo is probably maybe at least 2 PR better than the average player at an average tournament.
I don't think it's quite. No, they're
Well, after you take away the worst half, though, you're right.
Well,
There's some beginners.
too many qualifiers.
There's some qualifiers. You're right. But after 2 rounds, the average PR goes way down.
And how's Sander and Macklin, Brandon doing? Oh no, they're not playing each other.
Oh, by the way, I may be wrong about that because after the first round this time, Michi and Mochi and a bunch of other great players were knocked out. They were lost after the first round.
So Brandon Macklin from Baltimore is leading 4-2 with an advantage. He's doubling. We can see it on stream 3. And we'll see what Theodor Lefter from Romania is considering the cube.
Well, I'm going to find out what's happening on screen 1.
Please do. So Russell should probably make the 9-point here. Got a better board. Control of the backfield with a checker on the 23. He's still far from a cube, even if Jurgen doesn't roll a 5. Jurgen does roll a 5. So
Wilcox is leading 5-3, and Ethan is winning 7-2.
how about that?
You can switch from screen to screen and watch any matches you like, but you won't hear my commentary if you switch, so that could be a big blunder.
Standing next to us is Mike Sabatini.
Oh, speaking of big blunder, look who's standing next to me.
1984 world champion. It's the 40th anniversary. And by the way, I want to mention that me and my mom, Ricky Sachs, both bought 1% of Mike in that tournament. With a very...
When he won the championship?
He won.
You
We
had
bought
1% of Mike?
him. You remember that? Yeah, I know. For
by the way,
we paid 25 per percent.
back then, 1% was only about 4 pounds.
But the payment on the tournament years ago was more than that. And especially with inflation, it's probably like
What Mike just pointed out is when he won in, was it 84?
Yeah.
When he won the money, the count in today's value was about 4 times as much as it is today.
It makes sense. Makes a lot
Wow.
of sense.
But you had to wear a tuxedo. Who wanted to do that? No? Well, for the party you did. Yeah, yeah.
40th anniversary of Mike's win.
40th anniversary, and he looks better now than he did then, I think. I've seen pictures. He's looking good. Mike's lost a lot of weight.
He has. Yeah, look good. Looks good.
Looks great. If he'd only get shorter, I'd like him more. He's way too tall for me.
Wear platform shoes. Just deal with it.
Oh, that's what you do, huh? That makes you look thinner.
I wear platform shoes with goldfish in the heels.
I think they make those.
I sell them.
All right, what's happening here at
16.
dance?
All right, so Joe could think about doubling here. Jurgen's got no development except the 18 point.
He didn't think about it.
He didn't think too long.
Not very long. Do you make the outside point?
Prop.
I do.
Yeah,
From the
probably.
back. I
He's
make it
ahead
from
of
the back.
race. He's not really concerned about a counterattack.
I come off the
But
23.
Joe's playing too quickly. He does not think about.
Well, that too good was hugely too good.
I know.
I mean, it wasn't even
He
close.
didn't think for a tenth of a second.
Yeah, it
before
wasn't even
doubling.
close to not being too good.
Is that a triple negative? I'm not sure what you just said.
It wasn't not even close.
Oh, why is he touching the checker in the mid? Yeah,
That's
move the
my
back
play.
Checker,
That's my play.
15,
So it must be wrong. That's my play.
130, 154 for blue. It's not terrible, but I probably make Phil's play. 152, so it's 668, 111.
Did he miss a double is the question,
38.
too.
So Joe's up 13 pips. And yeah, so Jurgen's probably not going to stay out here, so Joe will not have to think about whether to cube or not. Oh, ugh.
I just come all the way up.
No, just come. That's reasonable.
I don't like that. I guess because it's on stacks, but
He's staying out of the attack zone.
I would have come all the way up.
He wants to develop his position. Joe's got stripped, awkward points to try and bring home. It's going to take a while, and Jurgen can make inside points. And oh wow, let me think about this. I don't like 6-3, but is it necessary?
I like.
Chocolate ice cream.
No, I stay back. I think I would have just.
That's certainly reasonable. I do not play like 6-3.
I might have
play.
just played to the 6 point and broken the 15.
I think Joe's play's fine.
I guess so. I would have broken the 15.
Goes very, very far from a double here. In volatile position with not many jokers. Wow.
This is nothing. This is less than nothing.
You just play 8-9-1.
How about to the 6 point? Oh, you can't.
I mean, if
9
you're
to
going to
1.
leave a shot,
Yeah, they may as well hit him,
put
get him
on
out of
the
your
bar.
hair. Yep.
He doesn't have a good board,
Good
and
play.
you can push him further
Yeah.
forward in the board so
Good
he's
play.
not harassing you.
Good play. I think that's your first good play, Steve.
Yeah, thanks. Probably 6-3. Let's even out the build of distribution. Still not a double. Joe agrees with me and quickly rolls.
He's doing everything too quickly.
Oh, look at this.
Well, you're winning the race, so you clear the 15 point.
And make the ace. And then think about what you got.
Make the ace or slot the 4.
No, I think... Oh, interesting.
Isn't he winning the race? Why are you doing this?
Well, maybe he's thinking because of the score.
If you're winning
that he
the
can go
race,
for an attack.
race.
It's more to it than that. I mean, Joe does have an idea, an option to develop the position and go for an attack, but
I like this. I really like that. Now that I see it,
yeah, but then
I like
so
that.
now he's going to double now. He's going to double now. Let's see if he does quickly.
Yeah.
There, he did it quickly. I promised you.
Well, he had to wait till he hit the
Jurgen's
clock.
got to he's got a tough decision here.
Is it tough?
Yeah,
Is it?
because Jurgens doesn't have a great board. He's got the
I'm-
low points in his board, the 5 points slotted.
I guess you're going to get lots of passes here, but I think it's a take.
113 for white, 75, 95, 21, twist, 136. 113 to 130. 23 pips, better board, some attacking chances, some chance you could roll a big double. It's
Yeah.
a really, really strong double here.
But you're ignoring the tide. The tide is in here in Monte Carlo, and the tide is turning. So maybe it is a pass. You would pass
no,
it,
I'm
huh?
not saying it's a pass. I'm just saying it's a really good double.
No,
Jurgen's got
we don't question the double. I want to
difficult-
know if you're taking. We already know he doubled.
I'd probably take because
I'm taking two.
Joe does not have the deuce point made. He has the ace point made. So even if he gets hit loose, and Jurgen gets hit loose and doesn't come in, Joe still has the deuce gap.
Yeah, I didn't
but
question the double. I'm just
I
wondering
mean,
about
and
what to take.
a decent percentage of Jurgen's losses are going to be gammons, like maybe 20%. It's 20% of all.
I think it's a take, and I guarantee you lots of people pass because of the score. They think, oh, I'm winning. Why should I take a chance? And that's just
I don't know.
not right thinking.
Anybody say anything?
I don't know. I didn't look.
Somebody says Jeff Hall says.
Oh, big talk. Big
strong
take.
double, but it's a point.
Chris Bray. Chris Bray taking time out from writing books to tell us it's a take from XG. Thank you, Chris.
Wind assisted. Hi, Chris.
Chris and Jeff, thank you. They say it's a take. Phil says it's a take. That means it's a take, Steve.
Even I took it.
It's either a take or a mistake. I love stealing stuff from you, Steve. Ideas.
Like the library book you took out of the library 25 years ago and didn't return. Thief. So,
well, at least one of the players is taking his time. I mean, we're both good friends with Joe. We love Jorgen. Everybody loves Jorgen, but we are close friends with Joe. And I'm a little pissed that he was playing so fast, especially when he had a too good situation.
Remarkable.
We're going to mark it. It will be remarkable.
It's one thing to make a mistake, but I mean to not give yourself a chance to consider, unless he doesn't trust his second judgment.
Somebody loved Chris Bray's book, Backgammon for Dummies, so I didn't understand it. He passed. Okay.
All right, so Joe got one pass, Jurgen. This is where Jurgen beat me yesterday. He was 4 away, I was 5 away. He doubled, I took. It was a double take. And he gammoned me.
Well, Joe almost got backgammon in an earlier game.
Yeah.
On a cube, I would have passed.
4 point all day long. Good play.
It's automatic. That didn't used to be automatic for me. I've learned better.
Huge swing.
See, he should have made the 7 point
there.
there.
He should have made 7. That's right.
Yeah.
So now Jurgen, if Joe rolls like a 6-1 or 5-1 or something like that, Jurgen very easily double.
Even
away.
leading because he's 4 away.
There's a split. Let's see.
You
10,
called this.
14,
You
10,
called it
14.
double.
Jurgen could double. I think he could double this. 75 went to 137.
I think you needed to have a spare on the 8 on the 7 or 8.
I don't necessarily think so.
Ooh, how do you play this?
I just bring 2 down.
You don't make the 2?
No, that leaves too many return shots. You have a better
making the 1.
Making the 1 might be right. I wouldn't.
The 1 is fewer return shots. I see the logic.
2-5, 3-5.
2-6 is lousy.
And now
it's a cube.
I think that was the.
Now it's a cube.
It's not even no against a 23-point anchor. No way. You want to double positions at 4-away, which are gammonish. This is not a gammonish position.
I see what you're saying. You got me all excited about the cube.
Yeah.
This is your fault.
No, but the 23-point anchor, that's the Roberto point. Sorry, Roberto.
Why do you call it the Roberto?
Eternal thing. We have discussions about that.
I see.
He goes back and forth of like, well, should I make the 23? Should I not make the 23? I think this month I'm not going to make it.
Well,
next month I will.
Roberto's got one big edge over you, though. He's got a lovely, smart wife he can ask and find out what's right.
Oh, she's terrific and a great photographer too.
I didn't know that. I just knew she was a sweet lady who plays great backgammon.
By the way, women's world champion for the team event, Team USA.
Yeah, the team event. Arena was instrumental in that.
Layla Zaleskaya, Karen Davis, and others. Terry Harmon. Rain Ackerman. And Linda Clay.
Linda Clay. L-Y-N-D-A.
I want all their autographs.
L-Y-N-D-A, Clay.
L-Y. And I actually had a conversation with Linda about, I said, Linda, what percentage of women with the name Linda are spelled L-Y? She says, I have no idea. I looked it up. It was 7%.
You mean you could look that up somewhere? Does AI know that information? Wow.
AI knows everything.
Wow.
E-I-E-I-O. All right, so a hit and a split, I guess.
You got to split. You need.
Yeah,
no.
This is really, really bad because you're losing a builder.
You need that split
You
just
split and
because you're
just another
stuck.
counterattack.
That's
What's
good.
he going to roll?
Attaboy, Joe.
He can't counterpoint you.
Joe, this has to be
Double
right.
ace.
Steve and Phil like it.
So it should be just double pass if he doesn't come in. He doesn't come in. Okay, there you go, Joe. You must double and not wait 1/100th of a second before thinking about it.
Right.
But I think he made the right decision very quickly.
It's still wrong not to think.
I mean, at least 12 seconds.
For one thing, you get in the habit of not thinking, and sometimes you'll miss it when it's too good, like
All
he
right.
did.
Hey, it's 7-7. Turn the score sheet.
Yeah, I'm going to take care of that.
7-0.
While Phil's taking care of that. Oh, they fixed it. Okay. All right, 4-away, 4-a. You want to double when you have gammon opportunity. This is approaching it. It's loose. If Joe comes in awkwardly or stays out, he's going to get cubed. Probably can't take with the fan. Came with a 1-5. I think it's probably a double at 4-away, 4-away.
How do you like the way I took care of that score sheet?
You did. What do you think?
Just opening the door scared him.
Is this a cube? Is this a cube here? 4-away, 4-away, Phil?
I can't see. His head's over the
Oh,
board.
this is
I
like
can't see the board. That's
he's
a great trick.
That's a poker player. In
This is a great trick. Keep the commentators from making you look bad by not being able to see the board.
Maybe like it's an homage to playing with 13 checkers because he's covering the 2 checkers.
Yeah.
He's got 13. I can only count 13 checkers. 13 blue checkers. I'm serious.
By the way, I think it's a cube.
Yeah. Easy take.
4-away, 4-away. The gammon value goes to 1.0 when you turn the cube, so that you're going to cube and gammon. But this is not gammonish. You just told me it wasn't.
It's not a blitzing position, but he can prime him on plus 5-4, even 5-4.
How many gammons are there? If you put this in XG right now, isn't it about 17%? 18%?
No, isn't it like the starting position like?
That's 14%. Starting
And this
position
is
is
only
14.
with no.
No, so it's more.
I would
you're
think
saying.
it's more.
Okay, more like 20. That's still is that
I
enough
don't
to
know.
give the cube?
I'm not that good.
The starting position is 14%.
I'm not Sander. Like I know these things automatically.
It's 14-14. And more if you're a bad player. And more if
yeah.
you're playing me because I like to blitz. I'm doubling. And you're Irish.
Nice to think about it. He's still got 4 minutes left. He
Okay.
waits. I think it's a little bit conservative. And maybe he thinks Joe's a taker. He'll take, but it's not a super
So
volatile
you make the
position.
bar and do you split or come down?
I mean, this is right out of the
You split or come down?
Mochi Mark Olson book. Don't you just bring it down?
I thought you bring it down.
You take the blitz away.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
thought
think
you
you
come
open
down.
up the blitz with 3-3, 5-5, 5-3.
Plus, I like the building.
Terrible number. Now Joe's getting doubled. He's gonna have to.
Is he
hit,
taking?
I don't know. Well, first let's see how he plays it.
I don't care how he plays it. I think
He's
it's
gonna
double
hit
pass.
a 3-point.
It's going to be
and
double
probably
pass.
13-9. I'm not so sure about that because he does have the anchor.
You're going to see ones all the way down the XG sheet on this play.
We have to trust our assistants out there. Oh, Roberto says starting is 13-13.
What does
13%.
Roberto know? He
He
always
knows everything.
just because he uses his brain doesn't mean he's better.
What do you think? He should use your brain instead?
Yeah, he's 13, 14. But
now Joe's
people
taking
are
his
so
time. I
picky.
like that he's taking his time. Oh no! If you're going to take the cube,
You're not taking the cube. You're trying to find a play that'll stop him from cubing.
he's getting cubed.
I like that. No, see, maybe he won't cube because of this play. You make him too
No,
good.
It's not too good.
I always try to make my opponent too good so they won't double.
Yeah, it was an automatic, and Joe just like had it in his mind that he was dropping all the way.
Right.
He wanted to make the play that maybe
We all knew he was dropping right away. It didn't
But-
matter what he did.
Yeah, well,
All right,
they're-
3 away, 4 away.
no, it's 3-away, 3-away,
Oh.
4-away.
3 away, 4.
Jurgen seems to roll that 3-1 a lot. He did a few times against me.
Mm-hmm.
6-5, okay.
You really believe that there's trends in the dice?
They're
They-
definitely trends,
Oh,
but whether
Who
there's
was
a
it that said the
causation-
dice have memory? Who was it that said
was
that?
it, I don't know.
Some idiot. Ooh, big roll. That
Very-
is a super roll for Joe.
Very good shot.
That's one of his best.
He's got one fewer checker back.
And
okay,
that's not
so 1, 3.
great, not
You
horrible.
don't necessarily hit. You
Look
can
how
bring the
quickly he
builder
did
down.
that.
Oh, big shot. Exit.
Come out
Hope to get missed, and then you can double.
and just double pass.
I'm not so sure about that. Well,
It-
we're not going to
well,
find out.
We won't find out.
But this is tricky for Jurgen. Being 3 away against 4 away, you might just play on but not double.
Not
Because
only
Joe
that, if he does double, his recube take point is 40%. It's kind of tough to double
Yeah, it's a good
at the
shot.
score.
I mean, not good. It's okay. It's okay shot. Joe needs to come in with
You
an
think
ace
Joe
here.
wants a 1? No.
Fan.
Wow, this is
Now Bergen's just playing on here.
wow.
So hit. I don't think he had to do that. I think he could have played 8-4.
Yeah, he doesn't.
That was too quick.
and he played that very quickly
I
too.
know, it's like, oh, hit for Joe. Now, in a money game, you just double here. One against the bar, one against the bar is probably a drop.
I think a lot of people would miss this cube in a money game. Being on the bar is just hard to
I know,
double
but-
for a lot
but
of
you
people.
have a better board. You're twice as likely to come in. Probably very easily could have had a cube there.
Is Roberto the great American hippie? Just because you look like a hippie and act like a hippie does not mean you're a hippie.
All right, Joe needs an ace to anchor up. So now Jurgen's back to play on mode here. And double
Ooh.
ace. Oh, this is simple. Super
Ooh,
simple.
You make the bar.
Make the bar, move the back checker
Some
up.
people
and then
think about
the
switching.
next. Think about the. No, you don't have enough checkers in the
Right.
zone. And it's pretty much a sure win.
Yeah.
How's Joe going to come back and win this game unless it's a late hit?
Uh-huh. I think
So-
it's a sure win, William.
Sherwin-Williams? What did you say?
Yeah, I think it's a sure win, William.
Cute, cute. We paint houses.
Whoa! Double woo.
he's
That was
far-
a double woo.
He's far from turning it around.
Oh.
But he made the 9 and the 23 point. You're
Wow.
no longer considering doubling. He's
Joe's
no
back
longer
in this
considering
game.
Playing it for the.
From the grave. He came from the grave. He came back in this game.
No, he didn't make the grave yet. He was in the morgue.
Wasn't Jurgen too good to double for a while?
And reasonably so, yeah.
Yeah, he was too good
I
to
had no
double.
problem with that.
And now who's winning? I'm not sure.
Oh, Jurgen's win. He's got a 5 prime.
Oh, now he's got a 6
Now he's got a
prime.
6 prime. Next
Na-
pick, he's going to have a 7 prime. Beat that.
I've done it.
Oh, Joe rolled the ace and hit big time, and then play to the 5 point. And Jurgen can crack on certain numbers. Double ones.
That's why I would be tempted to go to the bar and gamble and try and make the
No,
prime.
no.
I know you're right, but it's so tempting for me to go to the bar here. Try and counter
it's
prime
too
him.
many numbers plus there's too many blots
But
exposed.
how are you going to counter prime him without the
you
bar?
can counter prime fine. You still have 3 active builders to make the 8, the 7, or the 4 point.
Let's
this is-
see. Let's see if Joe is as dumb as
It's-
I am and would
it's
slot
not-
the 7
it's
point.
not DMP, and even DMP, I'm even questioning it. But
At DMP, would you slot the bar?
I don't think I would. I think it's just still fine to try and counter prime. But at this score, just play 9 to 5. I mean 11-5.
No. They're talking about checkers on the board. There was a famous position that everybody got wrong, and Joe Sylvester, they asked him, he said, this is a hard position because there's 16 checkers. Nobody caught it, and all the experts were
He's
looking
really
at
s-
it.
he's a
There-
really
it
smart
really
guy.
happened. Everybody was trying to figure out the right play, and nobody could figure it out, and then Joe said, well, that's because there's 16 checkers there.
So what cracks? 1-1, 4-1, 2-3.
It's not a double, huh? 2-5, okay.
No, I don't think
He
so.
survived.
So Joe's going to have to hit and hope to make
It's
the
not a
bar
double
point.
because that recube 40% is really scary.
Wow,
Oh,
what a
great
shot here.
roll.
Hits and makes the point.
See, I told you you needed to make the bar.
2-6. Amazing shot for
Wow, that's a swing. That could be the swing of the match.
Jurgen. It could be. Okay, 5-1. Doesn't count in Europe or Texas.
I certainly know how he would play 5-1.
Oh, so you're going to hit and bring a checker down to the 10 point. Oh, no.
You
If he
need that
comes out with
point.
the 6, he's losing anyway.
You need that
Bring
point.
the builder down to the 10, hopefully make the 4 point.
He played it fast again.
And he got hit anyway.
He got played it fast again.
Wow.
Joe, slow down.
After the match, he'll slow down.
No, it's important to slow down so you and I have more time to tell jokes.
Oh, okay. There was a rabbi, a priest, and a minister.
What is this, some kind of joke? That's my favorite joke. A rabbi, a priest, and a minister walk into a bar, and the bartender says, what is this, some kind of joke?
Right.
Well, I like Jurgen's position here. I don't care
He's got
what
a-
you
he's got a
say.
simple play on
I
here.
don't care what you
Oh,
say.
double threes?
It's not so good. Not so
Yeah, you
good.
just got to hit loose. That was the worst number. In a great position, he rolled the worst number.
Well, and it ain't so bad. It ain't such a bad number. Would
Yeah.
he like to get hit here? No.
I think he still rolls here. I mean, 3 checkers strap on his 6 prime. You know,
Yeah.
a deuce makes the anchor.
He's got to roll a 4, 5, or
Double
6.
threes
Oh, no.
And you can assure yourself Joe Russell's passing this cube. I think that was a light play on.
I think it was a play on too.
We've got the classic 4-away, 2-away situation
I
here.
think we saw both players double when they had play-ons, when they were too good.
And this is the score from which Joe missed 1 or 2 cubes yesterday.
Really?
The day before against Jurgen.
Yeah,
He was
I remember
4
that.
away.
Yep.
So take your time,
And he
Joe.
missed him playing very fast.
Yeah,
I
take your
was
time,
there.
Joe. You got 11 minutes on the clock here.
Yeah. Hit
Hit the
and
score.
down.
No. Well, maybe at the score.
Down. Scam and go.
Maybe so.
I'll bet that play.
Oh, but I
Gam
can't
and
bet
go.
against you. I'm keeping my gin money.
You can't bet against me when you know I'm right. You just won't say I'm right. You just say I won't bet.
You're right. You're right.
Thank
you're
you. Finally. And this is recorded for posterior.
Can I take it back? That's too late. Hit on the 18. You don't want to give Joe a good 6 to make the bar point. And
hit on the
he
18?
He stripped on the 8 points, so you're not worried about the counter hit with an ace.
God, I
Quite
would
often that's wrong, and maybe it is wrong.
I would have hit the other one.
I know. Look, you're gaining connectivity, and
Roberto, I owe you $30.
I mean, maybe that's right. Ugh.
That's my play.
Dr. Alex Ashigian thinks you should hit on the 16.
I did too.
He's not. Wow, well, look at this. Enter, make the ace. Well, if he fans, it's cube out. He did not fan.
That's
Fantastic shot
the
for
opposite of a
Jurgen.
fan.
Enters, makes the 11, makes the 4 point, and he's about to be playing on for a gammon for the match. Let's roll. Joe rolls a joker. At least he made the anchor. Joe made the anchor. I make the anchor over hitting. The anchor and slot the 4 point.
The anchor is critical when you're winning. See, I got a problem because Joe's on gammon go.
Yeah,
I might be hitting. I'm hitting.
He's got the ace point made. Where's your 3? I don't like
I'm
this.
hitting. I'm playing
No.
gammon go, and I like Joe's play.
No, I don't like it. It's diversified returns.
If the score was reversed, I'd anchor in a second.
No, in a millisecond.
Millisecond. Okay.
So let's see. Joe needs to roll a 5 here, or a combination 4 to make that 20.
I like
He
that
did
hit
make
a lot.
The 20 point.
I like that hit a lot. Okay. Somebody else liked the hit. Tiguan. Whoever that is liked the hit. He must be a genius. He agrees with me.
Okay. Jurgen, Joe hits
In
back.
and hit. Yes, absolutely.
So Joe's got a pretty sizable disadvantage here, but the only advantage he has is that he knows he's not getting cubed for a very, very long time. So you can hold to that 20-point anchor. This hits. That's a great shot. Hit and escape with a threat of potentially making the 5-point. Jurgen dances nothing
big
close
dance.
to a double here.
Big dance.
Joe needs to roll
Double
look at this
four.
shot.
Double four.
I guess you just make the 2 inside points. Take your chances.
I make the 5 point.
No.
Watch him.
Make the 4. I'm one. Yeah.
Watch him. See, he made the 5
you're
point.
right. You're absolutely right. You agreed with me this time.
Oh.
So now, if Jurgen stays out, it's going to be a snap cube. Oh, super shot. Super shot for Grandstedt. Making one more move towards becoming a 4-time world champion.
Cube saver.
Great shot for Joe.
3 out.
Exiting.
3
And
out
lifting.
and 1 in. What else, Joe?
There's nothing else.
Well, you can make the
Now
5
he's
point.
taking his time.
You can make the
Figure that
5
out.
point.
No. He's ahead in the race with a better
See,
board.
now he's too good to play.
No, this is like this doesn't make any sense at all. Wow.
He's playing gammon go. He's
No, but
trying to get the
leaving-
gammons.
That's terrible. With a race lead and a better board, he's leaving a double shot.
He's thinking, I want to play for action. I want to get this, make it a gammonish game.
You ever had a
I'm not saying he's
You
right.
ever had a wrong thought?
And I'm not saying he's right. I'm saying that's what he's thinking.
Wowzer.
Come out.
Unbelievable.
He's playing
That
for
double
contact and
fours.
playing for a gammon.
Yeah,
Maybe a
well,
little too
Jurgen
much.
also needs a gammon.
Yeah.
And,
You're right. He's playing it. He's doing it too much.
So
There's no quiet play here.
What are we?
You have
just
to
play
hit.
13. No. Why are you going to hit with the 5-point
Oh,
board?
you mean just come in without the hit?
You play 13-2.
Oh, okay, without hitting.
Yeah, you got plenty of time to. I mean, Joe's got to like. Joe
Yeah.
will need to have to roll something like double fours to escape here.
Yeah.
Oh, he already did.
Okay. Oh, he forgot to hit.
Yeah, he forgot to hit.
Joe is playing a little too fast for my. Absolutely, he's
Okay.
playing a
Hey,
little
you
too
got a
fast for
chance
all
to
of our
come out.
tastes.
That's not unreasonable. Yeah. What do you like? You like coming out with all of them?
Yes. But Joe won't. He's playing gammon
You know
go.
what? He might come out with all of them and then play 16-14 with a better board, and Jurgen's got a blot on his deuce. He's got to mobilize those back checkers.
Yeah, I think he comes out with all of them because he's just going to be too stiff if he doesn't.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
the next
do
one.
you play
Yeah.
8-6 or 16-14?
I like 16-14.
It's a little bit inflexible. It's not terrible. I don't know. I would have made the other move. All right, so
Just bring it in.
yeah, in this situation, yeah,
You
for
just
sure,
bring it
play
in.
the
There's
4.
no other play.
Joe would like something with a 4 in it. 6-5, not horrible. Just come all the way out. No, you're ahead in the race with a better board. Just come out with the back.
He's still
checker.
playing for contact.
And
He-
he's no, but it's the contact's against him, and he's playing.
I
too
know. I'm not
quickly.
saying he's right. I'm just saying it's pretty obvious what Joe's mindset is
but
here.
I just disagree. All right, so Jurgen's going to make the deuce and then play 18-17 twice. So you have.
I'm not sure I don't make the 7-point because it's easier to bring him home.
No, but you want to have the ability to freely play your checkers off the 17 to the 11 and the 13. Flexibility.
I see.
'Cause
Good point,
He's
good point.
stripped. Good point. He's got 7 strip points.
Good point. Yeah. So this is temps. Too many points.
Yeah,
Too many points.
Every single time I would have come out with all those.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, he wants to play for contact.
But
play-
you would have come out much slower. We would have been 10. He's 10 moves ahead of where you would be right now. How fast he's playing.
Well, there is a bonus if you end the match with more than 10 minutes.
We
on
can
your
play
clock.
gin. We can play gin.
No, there's a bonus. You end the match with more than 10 minutes on your clock. Your opponent gives you $100.
That's
That's another sim board rule that I made.
No, I had a rule that you pay $1 for every second you use.
How about that?
That's a form of speed gammon. That's a Simborg speed gammon.
How about
Every second you use costs you $1 in addition to playing for the match.
How about this? During the pandemic, I was playing Aragon Bayrak, 16 California State Champion, online match, 7-point match. Started with however 14 minutes or something. I ended the match with 14 minutes. I didn't use a single second.
That's
that was
amazing.
my intention to play and not lose a single second on time. and
That's
I won the match.
amazing. That is
And
amazing.
I played like 3.5.
By the way, while you're talking about Backgammon for Winners, I also like Backgammon for Losers by Simon Hill. I helped edit the book. Chris Bray also had some involvement in that book, and it's really a fun, good book.
All right.
Backgammon for Losers.
Joe with a closed board here, but Grandset's got timing. 6-2, yeah,
Well,
even that.
Joe's next 6, unless it's double 6, is going to be uncomfortable.
It's not going to be that bad. He might even take a 6-5 or 6-4 with a closed board. To just bear the checker off, 5 off. That's what I would do, and wait for my opponent to correct me.
What do you do here? You just
Play
come off
6
the
to 1.
6. Okay, yeah. Save a 5.
This is fine.
This is pretty much book
So
standard.
this game could go quite a long ways before there's a cue. Because if Joe gets trapped off the anchor, Jurgen won't have a double. You'll just get lucky and point on him, or just never have a double. Okay. Double 2.
Ooh, that's a
wow,
great
what a
roll.
shot. Now this is interesting here. So Jurgen's going to probably play a checker off the 11. Will Joe double? Let's count the race at 30, 60, 70, 74, 40, 70, 88, 90, 94. 20 pip lead.
But it's
and-
anti-gammonish.
But
He
Jurgen's
does.
got such a low take point.
He does double.
He's got such a
His,
low.
his
he's
take
gonna
point is
take- He's going to
18.5.
take it this.
His take point is 18.5.
I mean, there's plenty of numbers to leave a shot, but still, Jurgen's got the 5-point missing. So he's considering that. Wow, even if I hit, I got the 5-point missing. But he's got to take this one. This is, and you can win the match here, and you're very unlikely to be gambling.
What's the pip count again?
Was 20.
20?
Huh?
And he,
40, 70,
with 20, it's a take?
94, 36, 74, 94.
And
I'm
it's
sorry,
it's because of the shot big then.
I'm
Not,
sorry it took so long.
Yeah, why did you take so long?
I was checking my watch.
So it's
Which I
20
don't know.
pips. With 20 pips, I'm not sure. I'm taking this.
I would take this. Absolutely. Great double by Joe. So kudos to him for giving the.
This is the cube of the match so far. This is the most important thing
It's
we've
just a
seen
clear
happen.
take. Joe he'll pull a coup if he can
And
get a
thank-
drop here.
Yeah. He didn't take a long time, but he got it right. Clearly right to double.
you know,
might get a
Jurgen's-
pass. Yes.
He's taking
Yes, Jurgen,
down
you.
to a minute and
I
18
love you,
seconds
Jurgen.
left.
You
It's
make
never
the
gonna
right
time
play.
out.
Atta boy.
Let's see. Huge number here.
Whoa.
Ace deuce. Okay,
You
we're in a
still-
waiting game here.
You keep a
6-1
checker on the
leaves a
6.
shot. Joe could hit and get a super lucky gammon, but no, Jurgen breaks the 11 point. But still 6-1, 2, 3, and 4 leave a shot.
I love Jurgen's take there.
Fantastic.
Oh, Joe stalls again.
Yeah, I think you got to keep
He's
that.
not
5
saving
going
a
over.
5.
The ace doesn't really matter that much.
He's
Do
not
break
saving
your
a
board.
5.
I wouldn't. You can save 5 for one shake.
You wouldn't save the 5?
No,
Okay.
I like this play. This is fine.
Okay. I would have saved the 5. I would have broken the board.
Oh, 6-5. Yeah, make the ace point all day long.
Big roll here.
Now
This
he
is
got
huge.
5s and 4s.
This is
leave a
it.
shot.
He
6-3.
leaves an ace shot.
Okay.
This is it. This is the biggest roll of the match so far.
Wow, let's see. Shaky. He's really excited. He rolls
He
5-2.
missed. He missed.
Looks like we're going
Joe,
to
we're going to go DMP.
effective DMP probably. 2 away, 2
Although
away.
Joe hasn't won this game yet.
No, he hasn't. But he's probably like 90%.
90?
I'm just guessing. I don't know. That's the worst part of my game is racing.
No, I just it didn't seem like it was that high to me. I would have said 89.
Free and nice play.
Yeah.
Nice smooth distribution
Yes.
of the bear off.
Yes. Oh, that's a good roll.
Gets 3
3
off.
checkers off is
If
nice.
he never misses and Joe doesn't roll a double, he's going to win.
That's a very good roll for Joe.
Yeah.
At 6, you can breathe
All right,
a
Jurgen did miss
breathe a
here,
little
so he's going to
relief.
need double 6 or double 4 to really contend in this game.
Well, yeah, but he's a 3-time world champion. Aren't you sure he's going to do? Oh, that's big. Does that matter?
What are you talking about? He's rolled horrible over the years. If he rolled good well, he would be a 9-time world champion. He's rolled terrible.
Yeah, you're probably right. That's probably how he feels. He feels, why am I only a 3-time world champion?
Well, at least Joe's listening. You put the checkers in the bear off tray. You got one more game to disappoint you after this one.
He doesn't care about me at all. He's only thinking about himself here. So selfish. I want those checkers in the bear off tray. Look at Jurgen did it.
Oh, wow. You're going to roll double 5 or double 6 and win the match here.
No way that happens. No way.
He's got 2 shots.
It can't happen.
Game over.
Game over. He didn't get 2
I'll bet they
checkers
take a
on.
break.
Uh,
I'm not gonna
€5.
bet- I'm not betting you
€5.
money. No, I know. I don't.
Oh, I would have lost.
I don't
You
wanna
didn't
take- I
take
don't
the
wanna take
bet.
money from- I don't wanna
You
take
didn't
money
take
from
the
you.
bet. We
I
got-
should have. I should have.
Oh my God! By the way, I'm one of the people that believes that at this score it should be Crawford. From now, no cube for the rest of the match. Just think about how exciting this match is going to be. Instead of playing one game DMP, you're playing from here without the cube. I think this would be a much better game. Yes, it does make matches go longer, but what's wrong with that if you have plenty of time? But if you want good backgammon, don't have a cube from here on. That's my big recommendation for a rule change for this game.
We could have a special event which just has that rule.
Jack Blake, Phil, is XG ever going to have updates? My version is the same. The answer is that Xavier, who owns XG, has pretty much stopped working on XG, but it's for sale, and I, for one, am negotiating to buy it, and if we buy it, it will be updated quite a bit. And there's other things happening. There's other approaches because of AI right now that are getting to be pretty exciting, and I'm involved in that. In fact, I'm a partner with Mochi and a couple of other people. I'm working on something that I think will be very, very good using AI to improve what we're seeing right now in backgammon. So yes, we're going to see some real big changes, but it won't be tomorrow. It'll be within the next 6 months to a year. And we're going to have much better information on to help us play better backgammon. So I'm excited about that. I'm involved in it. I'm thrilled, and I'm a genius to pick the right partners. It's not that I know any of this stuff, but I picked the right people to hook up with who know what they're doing. So you are going to see some stuff, but I don't think you're going to see it from XG, from the current ownership of XG. And I hope Xavier proves me wrong, but he's pretty much told me he's not working on that. Otherwise, you would have seen a version for Apple. You would have seen there are several kinds of Androids that can't use XG Mobile. He could have fixed that. He's just not interested in doing that right now. He'd rather just sell the whole thing, and I hope he does. I hope he buy it. And if somebody else buys it and wants to update it, that's great. It's good for the game.
Meanwhile, Brandon Macklin just hit a shot on stream 3 here, leading 7-4 to 11. Owning the cube, he had the potential to get Gammon here, trail in the match. He's probably just going to scramble home and Lefter will probably scramble home and win the game. But
you know what I find very interesting? Both Brandon Macklin and Ethan Price are both pretty much money players. But although Brandon has pretty well proven in the last year or so that he also is a great match
He
player.
did like well with 3
Yeah,
tournaments.
he's
a couple
he's
years.
been doing well in turn. But before that, I thought of them as just money players, and all of a sudden, we're finding these money players are learning to convert to match play, and they're doing damn good.
Well, they found out from the tournament directions that if they win,
They get money. Oh, it's still a money game. I'm gonna use this break myself for some personal reasons. I'll be back soon. Carry on without me, Steve, but tell the players to go slower, will you? So in case I don't get back in time.
Mare 4 minute, timp aiurea la multe, mă. Că nu timp aiurea fie, bă, nu dai seama, mai 4 minute. Ce PR, mă? Dă treacă de PR. Puteți, mă, 4 minute, nu e nimic toată, mă. La tine e foarte mult. Îi vedem, dacă a făcut studii. Au gândit eu, aveai când am venit eu, credeți, 8 minute, mai fac minute, iar eu nu știu, care nu vă faceți triste. Avem anecdotă la dublu, avem toată foarte bună, să bine pe pas. Avem o primă 5 tehnică mai mare ca noi. Pe ala sau 6, 3, 4, 2. Deci la început să fac vădează cu asta.
Well, could this get more exciting? I don't know how.
Let us know when they're back.
Okay, we're getting back. Could it be more exciting? These two world champions facing off for the second time in this tournament, getting into DMP again. It's going to be a one-game good players here will double very, very quickly and turn the cube if there are any sharp at all. It's very rare that you'll see not a cube here very, very quickly. So this match is going to be, this game is going to be for the match. We call it DMP, double match point. That's the case when the cube gets turned. They should start with a cube in the middle, however. And Wilcox won. Wow, no surprise there. He's the top. He was the top seed when we and the undefeated towards the end, and now he had to be the top seed in this group too. He's the top seed to make it back, and now that he's won, certainly is reasonable. Okay, DMP. Some people are saying, are they hedging? They probably already did, if they were going to hedge. I know I would hedge with either one of these guys, but they want an edge on me, and they get it.
Are you finished?
They're entitled. Sometimes, do you ever do uneven hedges with a weaker
In my
player?
favor?
No, I'm saying if you're playing mostly you rarely play a better player, but if you're playing a weaker player, would you do an uneven hedge? Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
You have. Okay. Yeah. If I were playing you and we hedged, I would give you 20. I would give you a 60-40 or 55-45, something like that.
You up 7-6? Yeah.
Brandon Macklin walking over to check on what's going on. What's happening in this match?
He's leading 7-6.
7-6. Okay. So I'm walking along the harbor in Baltimore last summer, and I see this guy yells, "Phil!" It's Brandon Macklin. We just happened to bump into each other on the Baltimore waterfront while we were traveling. I was with my friend Lynn Ehrlich, and he was with a friend as well. Okay, they both have an enormous amount of time on the. Oh, he's got. Oh, is that 1 minute and 18 for Jorgen? That's still an enormous amount of time for one game.
He wins the side.
They'll have no problem with time. They should take it slow.
No matter if one of us wins the side for one of the three.
Ah, this is the hedge talk. I can see the hands moving. Maybe. Who knows?
All right.
Because they're playing for a lot of money difference. It's not just the $4,000 difference for this, because whoever wins has a chance to win a lot more money. There's a chance to win 90,000 euro. All right. Why isn't he doubling? He's going to hit. Jorgen's going to double. Watch this. I bet you he
That's
cubes.
the illegal play. Play 2-2s.
Yep. There he goes. Now Jorgen's going to double. He does. I bet you Joe takes. I was right. He took. Say I was right, Steve. I predicted that.
You were right.
I were.
But that's in the past.
I were right. I were right. I have to use past tense, past blue perfect.
He's going to make the 24.
Would that I was right. Great take by Joe.
11.
Yeah. I wish I'd have said
He
that.
wants to make it dramatic. He wants to be under a minute in time. You can accomplish that.
I'll bet you whatever you want that he doesn't time out.
No, he's definitely not.
I think Joe's more likely to time out. Good play. Great roll. That's a big swing roll. Every roll is so big now. Do you make the bar or do you run? I don't know the answer.
You can also
2-2.
point on the deuce.
2-2. What's right? I don't know what's right here. What does Steve? Oh, this is, every play is the DMP play. You don't care about
I
gammons.
might have made the bar there. I don't know.
Yeah, when you don't care about gammons, I don't know that I would make the 2 point.
That's a good roll for Joe.
Yeah. Joe certainly has a superior position so far, and you don't make the 3 point. You don't make the 3 point there. I guess you have to split because of
It was a
you being
5-5
primed.
Deuce.
Oh, I thought it was 5-3. I'm sorry. Yeah, he couldn't. Ooh, there's the anchor.
23. Joe's the favorite here. He needs a 5 to lock it up.
He got it. Where's the 1? Where's the 1?
1.
The dice gods are so mean. You give me a 5 and they say, ha ha.
Maybe play 7.
Put that 5 in your nose.
Yeah, 7-6.
Wow, nice, interesting play. I like this. He's more likely to remake the 7 than he is.
The 6s are duplicated, and now you're giving yourself a good 5.
Right. And there's more 6s than 5s. I like this play a lot.
Which play? The one
This
he's
play,
doing?
this way.
I'm not sure all this is right.
There's a lot more 6s than 5s to remake it.
Yeah, but if you do this, you have a 6 to escape and a 5 to make the prime.
I don't think the escape is as important as making the prime. I think people overvalue duplication, and I think this is a case where you're doing that. Can I give you some coaching here? You're one of my teachers. You're one of the best teachers of the world, and I'm trying to give you coaching. What an idiot I am. Steve really is an amazing teacher.
Thank you, Phil.
But I'm talking about backgammon, not other things. No, he's not a good gin teacher. Oh, Dice God, why do you do this to Joe? You're trying to tease him by giving him the 5 he wanted and then the 1 that he doesn't. I love it. So diabolical. Mate, how can you not be transcribing right now? You're spending your whole life taking care of people. Now you can relax for a second? It's great to see you. He is the champion of transcribing and recording.
Now
I like this play.
he does need a good 6 here. Ooh,
Ooh,
look at
make
this.
the 5.
The tease.
Yeah,
Phil.
you make the 5 and then
like every move.
it's a shame they have to make all 4. You should have the option of not playing the last one. That's not a bad variation, by the way.
Go ahead and slot the 5 point.
You're not going to throw it to the 4, are you? I mean, that's just such a waste.
No.
Good
No
play,
cube,
Joe.
No gammons,
Good
trying to make
play.
the prime.
Good play. Jorgen would love a 3. He doesn't get it.
Oh, 2 down.
I make the 5 point.
No.
No? I heard it's right to make the 5 point when you can.
Well, I mean, you're giving him a good 6. He doesn't have good
I would
6s.
make the 5 point, and so would Jorgen.
Okay.
And it very, very well might be in the top 5. And that's good enough for me. That's my threshold. If I'm in the top 5, I'm happy.
All right.
That's my play. Thank you, Jorgen. I can play like a 3-time world champion. What a roll for Joe.
That is the
This is the match. That could be the match right there. Wow. Monstrous. The dream roll, 1-6. Wow, Joe.
Joe dances, so Jurgen can still counterattack and escape, all that stuff.
Oh, man. What a roll. Don't you have to come out?
You could.
Don't you have to come out here? Wow, he doesn't.
I don't know.
You think he got time to play this game, Jurgen? You know, 6s don't grow on trees.
He's got time.
I would have come out.
He's got 36.6 seconds left.
Yeah, I would have come out. He may regret that 6. I really think that was wrong. I'm sorry, Jurgen. I thought that was wrong. You better roll some 6s and prove me wrong.
Wow, it's a real.
Wow, I still like Joe's position. I'm still voting. I'm still voting for
Joe
Joe
needs
to
an
win.
ace. He
You got
rolls
it. You got it.
Jurgen needs 6.
Jurgen better have a 6 soon. Ooh, he played that so fast. Well, he has to play fast. He's got 36 seconds on the clock. Oh, Joe, what do you do? He's not hesitating. I would hesitate. I'm not so positive that's right. What do you think?
I think it's right.
You think it's right? Okay, I wasn't sure.
He's got to extricate.
Oh,
Wow, what a great shot.
great shot. Great shot. Oh, my God, are we seeing some giant rolls here? You think he'd like a 1? Oh, he got it.
Wow, double aces.
He got it.
Now with 3 checkers trapped behind the 5 prime, he's got a very good shot to win here.
I need something for my heart. This is so exciting. Oh, my God.
Seems correct. Deuce 5 would be interesting. Ace 5. Oh, yeah, ace 5. Give him a bad ace 5. Deuce 5.
Yeah, Joe just became a monster favorite in this
2-1,
game, in
very
this
strong
match.
Shake. Now, do you play 2-1 hitting, or you just?
Oh, come in on the ace and play 3-1. That's the Pasco play. Try and develop a back game. Wow.
He's leaving. Maybe he's just hoping to get
He
hit
missed.
and dance and
just
maintain timing.
play quiet. What a game. What a way to end this match. Dueling
5-1,
jokers.
Passive. Double 3s closes the board. That's a good move.
I wouldn't have thought of that. I wouldn't have even thought of it.
5-2.
Come in. Oh, he's not bringing it in.
Well, wants to give him a bat. Oh, even 6-5 is not bad. I would have just brought it in.
I would have brought it in too.
5-3. All right. Jurgen's going to need a little bit lucky. But
If I'm Joe, I want to dance here.
No, I'll take the ace. You kidding? No, I know you're not. Hits and covers.
That's a big roll. Oh, he doesn't cover. He quickly didn't cover.
Oh, I mean,
You thought the cover was right.
he's trying to break him. I don't know.
This could haunt him. Not covering could haunt him,
But
but
it was
not
interesting. He
not
made it-
likely.
and he made it quickly. You got 8 minutes left on the clock.
He may be right, but
Not saying he's
he's
wrong.
wrong not to think about it. He was wrong not to think
Huge
about it.
shake. Huge six. No.
That's it. That's it. Ran out of time. Boy, not covering there. There are several really tough plays that Joe made so quickly. He did everything in this match quickly, including that cube that we thought was way too good. A few other plays, and this is a lesson, guys. You can play quickly and wrong and still win. But he made a lot of great plays too. Let's not take it away from Joe. He played great. There were a lot of really tough cubes and plays where he obviously got them right. This is two gladiators going at it for the third time. Joe beat him last time they played. He's making up he's getting even to Jorgen for winning the world championship on his head. Saying, yeah, look what I can do to you. It's a cruel lesson in backgammon.
Wow.
And it ain't over. And it ain't over. I was talking like it's over, wasn't I?
Yeah, I think I do that. Trying for more contact here.
Really? And I would have automatically continued.
You would have got hit. Or I would have got hit.
Yeah.
No, you would have got
I would have continued. Wow. Wow. They buried him before he was dead. There's life. He lives. He lives. Jorgen's got game. Nope.
That's a good shot.
It's not a 6. Is this right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just waiting for double sixes.
You go with both or one?
Both. No, I don't
Okay,
wanna
you
get
go
hit.
with both. Go with both. Oh, what a game. What a game we play. Could there be anything more exciting than backgammon? I watched all kinds of poker. I watched all kinds of games. There's nothing like this.
All right, block the double six. Give yourself an extra active.
Oh, yeah. Look how quickly he saw that too. So there's a joker in the deck. Go to the ace or do you split?
I just played the 9 point. I mean,
The 10.
it
10
doesn't
point.
leave the 6-1.
Yeah.
Got to break it sooner or later.
Oh. Cover and split. You split? You have to split.
Yeah.
You have to split. Okay.
He's in a great position to go with the 6,
Well,
1, 2, 3, or 4.
again, you're not blocking double 6 anymore.
Can't leave him out.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Oh, that hurt. Oh my! What a sequence! Did I say out loud he wasn't blocking double 6 anymore? He came in. Okay,
Ow.
he breathes. You slot or what do you do?
No.
No.
Or just bring it down.
You keep your prime though. He did slot.
I wouldn't slot.
He did slot.
Jurgen's got a 4-point.
He did slot. Big roll here. Very big roll. Hits.
Okay, needs a 5.
Okay, here is the match.
Joe needs a 5.
Here is the match. He needs a 5 or a 6-5. No.
Wow, this is a heartbreaking,
No.
heartbreaking
Huge.
loss for Joe if Jurgen
Well,
gets
there's
past him.
there's some little rolls here. No,
Wow,
that's the. Oh my
unbelievable.
God! What a turnaround!
Heartbreaking loss for Joe.
Unbelievable, unbelievable match. I feel for Joe. I'm happy for Jurgen. I was talking like it was over, wasn't I? What an idiot! It was on. It was on blue. It was on blue. Okay, he got it. Oh my God! What a match! What a game! How many jokers were there in this game?
Yeah, well, that was
17 jokers.
That's Jurgen's nickname, the Joker.
Oh my! Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow. This, I'm going to look at this game again and count how many jokers how many times I thought the match was over.
Unbelievable.
How many times did I think the match was over?
Unbelievable.
What a match, guys. Thank you for a great show, great play. 2 world champions proving why they're world champions. Stay tuned. Wilcox Snelling advanced. Jorgen Grandstad advanced. We're going to have the next round very, very shortly. It was scheduled to start right now, which I think was obviously not a good. No, it's at 5 o'clock, right? At 5 o'clock is the next round, and then we'll have the champion. Joe, sorry, tough game. There was 12 jokers, and the guy who gets the last joker wins. You played great. You played valiantly. You played fast. But that was a tough loss. I'm so sorry. Feel great for Jurgen. He's a wonderful guy. Sorry you lost. Wow. That was an incredible game. I thought Jorgen was really wrong not to come out with the 6 when he came down with the 6. I thought he would run out of time. He did, and he still won. You were blocking double 6s. You had to unblock it. Boom, it happens. We all knew that was going to happen, didn't we? That's a shame. I think Joe's lost bigger matches, but it's, like the World Championship, but still not fun. It's still not fun. Okay, everybody, stay tuned. It's 5 o'clock that we're going to have the next round of the fighters bracket. We're down to 4 players. And then we'll be down to 2. And then we'll have the World Championship finals at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Thank you, Steve Sachs, for your wonderful comments and commentary. Thank you
Thanks for inviting me, Phil.
Thank you, Roberto and Alex and all the other people who made great comments and interesting comments. That we some of them we didn't get to watch because the match was so engrossing. And is there better entertainment than this? No matter who you're rooting for, do you know a better way to be entertained than watching great backgammon like this? We'll see you soon. We're signing off, and we'll be back with more of the quarterfinals. I guess we'll be in the semifinals of Second Chance. See you soon, and thank you again for watching. Hit the like button. Steve Sachs and Phil Simborg signing off, but we will be back. We will return.
Oh, hello, folks. Bill here. We've got, wow, what a day. Those three 2 o'clock matches, the quarterfinals of the second chance of the main event was just stunning. The Jorgen Grandstedt, Joe Russell, Ethan Rice and Sander, and Brandon Macklin and Theodore Lefter. And they finished just bam, bam, bam. And they all three were just incredible. Grandstedt was behind, and I didn't see it totally, but I understand and what I was picking up. Grandstedt had 2 checkers behind a 6' of Russell's or a 5' of Russell's, and rolled double sixes and won the match. Then Ethan Rice and Sander come down. It's on a 4 cube. They're both playing for the match, and Ethan rolled had what? He had Sander in an ace point game. He ended up having to lead 4 shots almost consecutively. Sander missed the first 3, hit the 4th one with Ethan with 7 off, but then Ethan, yeah, turn it on. Is it on? I'm sorry, one of the workmen here is replacing some of the lights to, I apologize, but to show better Phil, Carter, and Frank's faces, I guess. But anyway, so Ethan rolled, came in with a double 6, come all the way back around, and won that match. And it was kind of an interesting, funny situation. Well, I don't know what we want to call it, funny or whatever. But Sander was in his typical performance mode because there down the end, Ethan was playing, and it was intense. It was exciting, and he didn't have much time. And he kept forgetting to hit his clock at the conclusion of his turn. And Sander was just joking around and messing around like he was going to thinking about his roll or whatever. And then it would finally dawn on Ethan that Sander's waiting on him to hit his clock. And that happened twice in, with a considerable amount of time expended. And the last time, Ethan remembered and hit his clock with 4 seconds left. He almost timed out after having made his play with 20-something seconds to go. And it was interesting, to say the least. And then Brandon and Theodore Lefter from Romania looked like, I mean, they got to the bear-off, and Brandon was probably a good 30-something pips ahead. And as we might expect, Theodore had a double 6 in there and out-rolled Brandon a couple of other times, and it came down to a single roll. And Brandon prevailed. So it's kind of funny, in these 2 semifinals, we have 2 players who might have been expected to be here in Wilcox Snellings and Jorgen Grandstedt. Grandstedt, of course, a 3-time world champion. And then in the other semifinal is 2 people, and they're good players, but I mean, they weren't on the radar screen as anyone you would think would be in contention for the world championship. But we have Ethan Rice, who's primarily a money player from New York City, against Brandon Macklin, who, is primarily a money player from Baltimore. Now, Brandon does play in a lot of tournaments, ABT tournaments. He was here at Monte Carlo last year. I don't think Ethan, plays as much of a match player at all, and plays in few tournaments. So it's, 2, I won't say unknowns, but let's say unexpected dark horses in one semifinal, and 2 of the favorites in the other semifinal. And Johan Mozed from Sweden awaits the winner, the ultimate winner. So we've got these 2 matches now, and they should be starting momentarily. And then the final of the undefeated bracket is at 10 p.m. tonight. So the winners of these 2 matches will meet at 10 p.m. tonight. Now, over on Stream 3, the Super Jackpot's ongoing right now, and we found just a super pairing in the round of 8 right now, and that's on Stream 3. That is Zdeněk Ziska versus Martin Frederick Kahn, and that is 4-0 Zdeněk to 11 points. So superb pairing there. I mean, those are two world-class players. And so, man, the excitement and intensity of this tournament and the streamed matches that we have been so fortunate to select and be treated to all week. You know, you think after, one day of exciting, dramatic streamed matches that how's it going to get any better? And damn it, the next day isn't better. So, here, those three matches at 2 p.m. were just absolutely stunning. And they ended, like 5 minutes apart, just bam, bam, bam. And, it's so much at stake, not only money, but the prestige of having an opportunity to perhaps win the world championship. So there's so much on the line. And, man, we were treated to just awesomeness. Okay, have you seen Ethan? Okay, so Brandon and Ethan are both in the house, apparently, as they say. Let me move my water over here. Oh, I have to keep the old... I don't want to dehydrate here or get too dry. But they are in the house and will be starting soon. Daniel Rivera is wandering around here somewhere, so he should be here soon. Daniel, he's one of these hyper sorts. He doesn't like to sit around. This is the funny clap. So he's supposed to be joining me.
Just so you guys know, this clock has the pause button on the bottom. Okay. So there it is. You just squeeze it like that, and then either of the plungers take it off pause.
You want to keep the cube here or over here?
Sorry,
they're
I'm
fine. It's no big deal. Just forgot the box.
Right.
passing a message over here real quick, and then I'll be
I'm going to beat you.
focused.
I'm going to beat you.
All right.
Good luck to you, man.
Good luck to you. It's 11 points, right?
Okay, so they're ready. And, I mean, this is both of these guys, and everybody comes here with hopes and maybe faint anticipations of winning the world championship, but probably both of them have to be somewhat surprised to find themselves in this situation, and congratulations to them both. They've had, a great run in the tournament, and one of them will be in the second chance final match tonight. So we're off and running. Now it's funny, they're both primarily known as money players. They both play with pace. I suspect that Ethan may ultimately play with a little more pace than Brandon does. Brandon can be a little bit more deliberate on occasion. So we'll see how it develops. 11-point match. Both start with a 22-minute time bank. There's a 12-second delay. So we shall see. There's Brandon has 3 back. Ethan's got, 9 checkers in the zone. He's got a bit of work to do. Brandon takes the cube, so he's going to cover the 4 and maybe slide on the 3, trying to force the issue here. 2-2, so that's going to be, he's going to probably make the anchor. Could come down with 2 to the 11, but I suspect he ought to anchor up and then find the deuce. So he's going to go 8-6. Okay, 2-1.
You play faster than Sander.
Oh, pardon me. Ugh. So, how does Ethan want to play this? Brandon has kind of eliminated that early blitz potential that had accompanied the cube to his direction. So he's, in a better shape than he was. And again, with that 3-point anchor, he's kind of weathered the storm, as it were. So he's going to come down. Maybe he doesn't. Yeah, he's going to put the spare on there so he can run with the spare at his leisure when it's available to him. Ethan makes the 9-point. 6-4 accommodated that. Set of aces, really nice roll for Brandon. So he makes a 4 prime there, and then the ace deuce. Ethan can run from there. I turned it down so nobody would come. Daniel's supposedly on his way. So double threes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Oh, I heard you knocked it too. I'm just texting my dad to tell him I'm playing.
Oh, Ethan had picked it up. There we go. Yeah, Brandon was laughing last night when he was beginning his match with Petco, and then afterwards I'd interviewed him before and after, and he says, I'm no Republican, but let's go Brandon, so he so he's in the right frame of mind. He's relaxed. He doesn't get strung out or stressed or what have you. He chooses to put him in the air with a 4-point board. There's that kind of reach around delivery that Ethan will employ on occasion. Brandon, is in pretty good shape. He's going to run out to the 11 maybe, or that 13 from his perspective. And he has the luxury of holding that 2 cube, so gives some leverage advantage to Brandon. 2 in the air here, gets one of them in. Now at some point, Brandon was perfectly willing to play on with 2 in the air. Now here's a 4 cube. He's going to accelerate the action. Now this is, it's only an 11-point match, so 4 cube in play. Does Ethan want it? He takes it. So this might be a short match. It's a 6, and he's going to probably come across to the 11. So Ethan needs a 3 badly. Doesn't. He dances. So now Brandon needing a 5 or a 8 gets the 8 by virtue of double 2s. Now there's the 3. He needed a last roll. Brandon needs to bring some troops around. Now the question is, okay, he wants to come out with one of those. Now I come out and bring it down. Well, he can't get it direct anyway, but I was going to come out with a 5 and down with a 4, but maybe that's too many blots to put in play. Double 4 for Ethan. Okay, 6-2. He got to okay, I do it the other way, and that way double 3s plays. If he plays 8-6, then he has a combination of 5-3, but double 3s also covers the void. So I play 7-5, makes my double 3s work.
All right, let's go. All right.
He's opening it up even a little wider. 6-5. Look at that. Closes it right out, and man, this one may leave a serious scar. So here we go. Now Brandon wants to be very careful. He's got all the time in the world and looking at potentially an 8-pointer here. So he wants to be very careful to try to protect against all the large doubles here. Okay. He wants to make this where he's vulnerable to 6s, but he wants to make it where 5s will play as well.
Yes. Yeah. I need practice.
6-4. Now go to the 5 and the 4. There you go. Perfecto. Now Hitch gets to roll again. Ethan just watching the performance now. Brandon go to 6-1 yet. Leave nothing to chance. You probably got the gammon anyway, so don't take any chances. 4-1. There he goes. As safely as possible. 4-2. He's going to go clear the 6. Ethan still watching the proceedings. 5-1. That's nice. Brandon's even on those back points.
PG.
Ethan's still watching the game off and to the ace, so he's still even everywhere. No danger of leaving a shot. He's in. 5-3. Again, leave nothing to chance. Can't leave a shot this roll. Wow, takes him off. This is G time. Wow.
Oh, okay.
8 points for Brandon out of the gate on the first game. This is a most fortuitous occurrence for Brandon and an unfortunate occurrence for Ethan. But now, Brandon's going to sit back and try to be careful. Ethan's going to have to push the play here. Gives up 8 on the first game, and this is a danger. And comparatively shorter matches. Look here, he's going to make a 4-point board with a 4 prime right in front of Ethan. He's going to split. So now Brandon 6-4. He's going to run. Man. So Brandon, man, he's got to be he's probably 80% or better at 8-0 to 11, maybe 85%. 5-3s, and he's coming down. Ethan would like to get a third checker. He'd like to make a point. He may send this from 8-0 down. There's a lot of potential. A lot of potential here. There you go. Thank you. And so I wouldn't at all be surprised to see Ethan send this, and Brandon would have to take it. I mean, there's no way you can drop that. And then, Ethan got the chance of getting 4. There it is. Brandon has to take this. And, he lets this go.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm surprised. But with the 8-0 lead, he doesn't want to chance giving up 4. So Brandon's going to play very conservatively, very cautiously. And, as Ethan unfortunately took that 4 cube and got gammon in the first game, Brandon doesn't want to make the same mistake. And so very cautious drop. But I can understand that. I mean, you're blessed with a 5-point or an 8-0 lead. You don't want to squander it in any way. So most interesting. Now I can see just glancing at stream 3 here. It's 5-2 Zdenek over Martin Frederick Kahn in that super jackpot match. And what is that? 1-1, best I can tell from Grandstead and Snelling's over there. Looks like 1-1. And so here, 4-5 from now Ethan's going to continue to try to force the action. He needs some points, and we'll see what happens here. Hits it, steps up. So again, I'm sorry. Oh, he hadn't hit it yet? He's still thinking, okay. Now again, his instinct is just to force the action here, trailing, 8-1. So he rolls. Brandon's able to make the anchor, which gives him some protection. Yeah, as Boris Dachevsky says, down 8-1, you can almost double with impunity. And he tried that on the prior game, but Brandon wasn't taking the bait. He, cautiously dropped an offering from Ethan. Now, you can only do that so long as the gap closes, Ultimately, Brandon's going to have to take something. So he makes the 3-point. Yeah, I mean, if Brandon's going to keep giving him cautious drops, then Ethan will doubtlessly keep sending them. So, okay, he hits, he didn't hit. He's thinking better. He's not confident in either of those plays. And again, he's got all the time in the world. So, going to take advantage of it, as he should. Make sure he looks at all the potential plays. I mean, he could play. There is a super safe stacking play, but I wouldn't do that, and he chooses not to. So he hits 2, 2, 3. They're both in. 3, 4. He's gonna make. Slots the ace. At some point, you got to make the ace and just clean it up. 6-5. He can go around the corner with the 6-5. Of course, that is a direct 6 shot. But if Brandon wants to give up the anchor to hit it, Ethan shouldn't deprive him of the privilege. 6-1 for Brandon. Okay, Ethan. 5-1. Again, if he wants to give up that anchor, it'd be the best thing that ever happened to Ethan. So, throw out some seductive bait there for Brandon to chew on. So. Really, I don't know what happened to Daniel. Okay, so okay, he's going to send it. Brandon takes this one in. There's an anchor. What do you do with this? I slot the 7. Again, if he wants to abandon the anchor, let him. Don't play with 2 blots. Our transcriber took a car out of the city, rented a car to go see the sights or something last night or this morning or whenever, and had car trouble or something, and he hadn't been able to get back here yet. And Daniel took a little break, and it's turned into a long break. So who knows? Well, look here. Victor Askenazi will sit down with me. I don't know what happened to Brandon, but nothing personal, but I'll take Victor, Brandon gets a gammon 4 cube on the first game here.
Two friends of mine playing, two good money players, two fighters, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both
Oh,
high action players, so I'm not surprised you saw the 4 cube already.
This?
Space. Oh, crap.
So
So 1-8. Ethan obviously should be very aggressive and look to cube whenever he can.
yeah, he's already cubed this game.
Oh, he
so
did. I'm sorry, I missed.
Now Brandon did turn down one at 8-0. That looked like a
Easy take.
easy take, but he
Well,
played
probably-
cautiously and
he
let it
probably-
go.
Like he's up 8-0. It's close to the final world championship. He, may get a little tight.
Yeah,
It happens.
it happened.
He only lose when he beat in Matt Congayer money. I'm sure Matt probably watching.
He's probably watching that
Oh,
one,
the
but
first
he's been watching here and there today, or all week actually. So Ethan obviously down 8-1. He's trying to push the action and get something happening, and Brandon's trying to play cautious and conservative. So
Okay, 6-2 is obvious and huge joker because it covers the twos and you have to hit. There is no other option. Brandon has a better board than Ethan, 4-point board versus 3-point board. He's looking to escape from the back, and escape from the hit is a dream scenario for him. Doesn't look very dangerous. Of course, anything can happen in backgammon, as we know.
well, and if he were to get lucky here,
It could be the last game.
it could be the last game.
But 6 is kind of
Kind of
bittersweet
little
number.
little too far ahead of
Right.
himself. as it were.
He escaped with one guy, but he had to kill two guys. Okay, this is
There's
great
the
number.
5.
So
So
Ethan better
Ethan's in a world of hurt.
better enter the board now.
Well, he gets the 3.
But he missed.
What do you do? Slot the 4? Maybe, or does he safety the one off the 16, trying to protect against the G? Huh?
It is probably the play, it could be close also to get to come out and try to get double shot on that checker. It's a thing, because he need to win this game. Actually, he cannot lose it. Staying with one checker back gives him more contact, but in the same time, his race is pretty hopeless.
6-5.
5
so,
and 6 out, yeah.
So the next roll is kind of the key role of this game and maybe of this match.
Yeah, no, it looks like Ethan getting crushed. I mean, unless he gets a shot and hit it. Oh, that's another great number. In fact, you have to hit him. Why hit? Because you hope that he's gonna come to the 4-point instead of 3, and
Right.
do not have a same coverage in case you leave a shot.
Now
Okay.
Ethan would just as soon stay in at that roll, or stay on the bar at that roll, because he's protecting the 3-point and the 4-point.
Yeah, absolutely. And now he comes to the 4, and that gives him much less contact than from the 3-point.
Exactly.
And I know one guy who is very happy about that thing.
Okay.
Some people bet on the matches.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who-
And
he bet on Macklin, or-
many bet on Macklin, but he needs the second one for parlay, and that second one does not do as well yet.
Okay, so
Okay, you stay
Just
back.
take
You just
2
take
off.
checkers. Yeah, you want to leave a
he's
shot.
still even on the back. So
You want to leave a shot when you have as many checkers off as possible.
yeah, if you have to leave a shot.
If you have to
Yeah,
leave a shot.
le-
You,
with
because
the-
you wish never. to.
Exactly. Hmm?
All right, now it's forced. Look at the time for these guys. They actually barely thought about anything.
Well, he's just got to. He hangs for this
I
shot.
know,
Now he could get
see
burned.
My friend Boris Dachevsky, commenting. Hi, Boris. Probably him.
Oh, did you pay him to make these comments?
No. We haven't seen. Some people actually appreciate my knowledge, unlike
I see. Okay, so Ethan got a
Yeah, so game. Okay, but he's saving gammon, seems like, unless something,
Really strange happens.
or but we've seen stranger things happen.
Oh yeah, okay. So he saves, but now he's really up against the wall.
Yeah. He needs to win tons of games. Pretty much,
He's
it's
got to
like,
win 2 and then like 9 straight.
Yes,
Or
pretty
not
much. It's
5.
pretty much winning 11-point match, starting from the 0 and without losing the game.
Yeah,
It's like you have to
So
win
he's
every
got to
game.
win. It's the 2. He's got to win like six games probably.
I mean, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, 6 games. Yeah,
6 games unless he gets a gammon in there. So 6 straight games. Brandon needs to change the scorecard, Tar.
That's Crawford.
Scoreboard. 10-1. Crawford. Okay, they got it. Okay. 10-1 Crawford. So Brandon sitting in the catbird seat here. I took a picture a while ago. Where am I looking? Yeah, I've got it right here. I've got it. Yeah, if I thought, where's the other picture?
Of course, this 10-1, you have to be, Ethan really would like to get a gammon because it will allow him to get to 11 with 1 less game. So far, though, it looks like the business as usual.
Yeah, I've got it.
Like in the first few games, Brandon is on the top. I would not necessarily be playing to the 8. I would bring another checker from the top.
Oh, Ethan needed that.
For sure, and he needs to hit. And now actually it may turn around and he can have some gammon chance.
Now these guys, just for everyone's information, they're guaranteed the loser's 4th, 5th, right? And the 4th, 5th is worth 9,000 euros. The winner is guaranteed. Worst case scenario is 3rd, and that's 18,000 euros.
Why 3rd? No, I think you're wrong. I think they play in semifinal. There is another.
No, this is semifinal. So then final.
Oh, the winner would be the 3rd.
The winner would be guaranteed 3rd.
Got it.
So it's 18.
And how much is 3rd?
18,000 euros.
Not a bad change.
What? I know the winner of each is guaranteed
right.
3rd.
You have to trust the
No, the 2 winners play. One of them will be.
He's right.
Trust me.
Nobody trusts you.
I'm telling you. And also, Brandon.
Some history.
Brandon was telling me, okay, Snellings is in the side pool. Grandstead is in the side pool.
How about
Brandon's in the side
How
pool.
about the final?
He's not.
Oh, so it's big.
So he's got a
And what's the side? They pay how many
side
places?
pool, 1 place, 17,000 euros.
Oh, so it's like New York. That's what
Yeah.
I got. Okay.
Okay, so
Okay. Oh, that's a huge
roll.
joker. To transfer to the 5-point is okay. This is stupid number. In fact, you should actually just play 13-7 and give us. I almost said a bad word, but 13-6, and leave it a shot. Why? Because you don't want to kill any checkers. The only thing
you don't want to kill checkers and
go deep.
So what if you
Just wrong idea.
have to recirculate a checker?
Yeah.
You've already got an angle.
No, it's not a so what. I mean, it is a negative value, but it's worse to not to have your inner board because that's the only thing that can save him eventually. All right, 2-1 down. Brandon is in the driver's seat. I see.
What is that? Is that a 6-1?
No, this is terrible play. Just 2-1 from the top.
6-1 Snellings. So
I told many to bet on Snellings. I felt it, but Jorgen is a difficult guy to kill. He may come back.
Yeah.
Okay, 2. He needs to come up from the back, and maybe 4 down. He plays a little too tight. I will play 2 from the back and 4 down. He plays 4 in. That's a little tight.
Answer Stubby's question. Ethan's a young, primarily money player in Stubby.
Oh, okay, yeah. Ethan is a money player, but he's a coming up. He's decent in matches. He's not familiar with the score plays as much as some more experienced players, but he's a good money player.
He's from New York City, huh?
Yeah. He would kill me if I would give him advertisement like that because he would be afraid that the games would dry up for him, So.
So Yeah, I can just if Brandon does win this, I can see Ethan trying to sell the fish. Did you see that stupid cube I took in Monte Carlo?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. He's trying to downplay his skill. Yeah. But 5-1, actually, in this case, I would play probably conservative like this. I would bring the checker in instead of playing with 3 checkers because in the worst case scenario, I would still keep losing gammon in mind. Not a big deal here, not because chances are very, very low. No, definitely not that, not what he puts on with, that spot with his finger. From the back, okay, definitely not from the 5. Okay. No big deal.
Now, of course, Ethan is capable of playing pretty good numbers at times. He played 3.8 against Sanders.
He is, yeah. He's absolutely capable. He's very capable. I mean, I think PR-wise, he's a favorite against Brandon. Again, he would kill me to say that on publicly.
Oh, yeah.
But he still has ways to learn, but he's a very strong player already. Money, he's a world-class player. Well, very little excitement in this game and a match, but as we know in backgammon, excitement can find its way into the match.
Well, we've been so fortunate. Oh, yeah. Well, just like this. Okay. This young guy just come up talking. He's playing in the intermediate final tomorrow. He said, "It's going to be streamed?" I said, "Yeah, it's going to be streamed." And he said, "And they'll see my face too?"
At least someone believes you, your answer. If you tell him yes, because the rest of us question it right away. What, Bill said that? It must be wrong.
Well, like I told you early on, you kept telling, "When are you going to stream me?" I said, "Look, Victor, you can have it either way."
That was a bad idea with 2-1. He should save his 6 and bring 2-1 from the 7. Now he actually has to play 6 inside and kill his checker, so it's a bad idea. And he knows it. See, he's shaking his head now. Because he's a money player, he understands this kind of checker play. He plays very well. And the 6 now killed it, so he got punished for that. Now he's pretty much hopeless. So I want to shake Bill's hair. And yeah,
you're leaving?
Yeah.
You think this is over?
Yeah, I'm sure it's over.
Okay. Thank you much, Victor. This your water? Thank you. Got a brief taste of Victor's commentary, and of course, there's no one better from a play standpoint. He's done some commentary with me in the past, and he laughs about it a little bit. He tells the viewers, and in a more substantially longer match, he laughs with the viewers that, hey, I usually get paid for lessons like this, right? So,
It's either ripped or it's not ripped. One. And your choice of 3.
I rip.
I think that makes. But I'm not. What's the crowd say? Anybody know?
Anybody know? Dude, everybody's giving up on this match. They've moved to stream 2. Or stream 1, I mean. Looking over, Zdeněk is 9-2 up on Martin Frederick Kahn in a super jackpot match. Oh, I'm confident this is correct. And really, at this position and leading 10-1, hard to do anything wrong anyway. I mean, it's about the same exposure either way, so take them off. I don't like that at all. But so anyway, leave with one of them and take the other one around the corner to build on the potentially build on the 6 if you get a shot. Well,
This is how I
think how life would have been had he ripped. He hits it, but there's a long way home from here. Long way home. I think. Oh, he hits. How many? Brandon's got 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think he has 7 off. So now this is the type of position where Ethan rolled a double 6 against Sander in the quarterfinal, but yeah, if Brandon had, I'm not certain of how many was there. He could have cleaned, he could have been over with the double 6 had he played it the other way. We're going to have to talk to Brandon after this match and say, if you get in that position again, rip. But this is pretty good. This will 5-1 hits that. Now he probably gets another shake. Ethan now big number, and it's all over. That's a fairly large number. Ethan's got to have an ace. Gets an ace. Second time he had to have a number. So okay. 3s. Now Ethan's wants to make that 6 point. Brandon like him not to make that 6 point. Brandon would have liked to roll 6s there. There's the 6. Bring it all around. Brandon needs obviously a 5 to enter. He's got 7 off, so he's something of a, what is it, even money if he gets closed out with 7 off, Steve? It's going to be difficult to close. So okay, he's trying to bring it home here. So it's going to be hard for Ethan to win this. Uh-oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Brandon hits coming back.
I was excited.
4-1.
No more.
Huh?
No more. Sorry.
That's it.
I told you it's over.
Yeah, he's got hit twice and managed to get him out. He didn't get hit that time, so that's curtains. So congratulations to Brandon Macklin, moves to the second chance final at 10 p.m. tonight, and he's guaranteed third place in the World Championship. Could be second, could be first. So big congrats to Brandon, and now I'm going to go over and watch stream 1 like the rest of you probably will, and we'll see how the Wilcox Grandstead match finishes up. So thank y'all. 10 p.m.